That's crazy.
Yeah, maybe. Now, do you know what? You know when you got to make an executive decision.
Barefoot is mad.
You
No, the rollover.
and then the
Rollover sock.
And then the clips.
Yeah.
Man,
Roll over the
put the
clinch.
socks on backwards.
I'm new tie, you know. Roll over and the clinch. New tie. What's it new tie?
I was in a sprawl, you know. That's
That's a tight and a knot at the bottom of that.
That's what you should do.
Yeah, looking like a do-rag. Do-rag
I need to see him.
Do-rag sock.
Tied up.
Sorry, brother. Nah. Big him up, though. I'm not even...
We're not apologizing. We're not apologizing.
Don't worry, because I know when you sit there next to him.
We had conversation and then he said... Boy, it is what it is.
I just said brother.
You knew like the comments were going to say something about that.
I was saying something in the comments. I ain't waiting for no one. I ain't missing no comments.
Somebody engage. That's what we're here for.
You get me? Yes, we good? Alright, cool, man. It's your boy Jedi for JEDIONLINE, Trilluminati Live, Red Pill, Trilluminati Clips, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when we go live. And please put another video like in the chat. You know like that. Alright, man.
Wait, was that a real intro?
Yo, listen, bro, allow it, man.
That wasn't a real intro.
Remember the measurements of your voice box.
I'm good.
The dimensions.
You want to
mess up your intro.
Nah, keep that guy.
One time only. One time per show. You get me?
So I want some Marvin Gaye, some Luther Vandross, a little twisted. So every time a nigga gotta get it.
You can't do that again. I'm not having it. You can't do that again.
Come on, man. That's the
Impossible.
intro, bro. You get me? That's the intro. So on the show today, you get me? Welcome back, SPEAKENOMIX. Took a little break. Because man like Maverick wants to travel the world and go see places.
Outside,
get me?
outside.
Go to conventions to meet man. Bear man was there.
When you tell the story, I never heard no girl, you know, Jets. But I thought, you know what? He's cool with Jedi, so he's cool with me.
I'm not agreeing with that.
We got to big up Maverick on the ones and
Big up
twos.
Mavs, big up Mavs.
Man like
Maverick.
Kid wants a friend like him.
I'm gonna take the details after.
What did he call him?
Quirky.
Quirky.
Yeah.
Put it up on the socials.
Kid wants
mad.
quirky
That's too close
friends.
to queer for me.
Quirky.
Man said twerky.
I'm just saying.
Twerky. No, I didn't say twerky. Twerky.
Gotta be careful, kid.
What
Be careful, kid.
I go from quirky to queer to quirky.
Cool, no problem. Maverick, we can't say
That
deals.
man's got new teeth.
We can't be
Man's got
friends.
new teeth.
Nah, man. Oh my fucking
We ain't
days.
even started yet. We ain't even started.
It's crazy, man. Friends. Man said,
Man was proper proud of his story. Yeah, I went to LA, man. See a guru.
nah, live
And man just shut down his whole world, you know.
Big yourself up, man. I'm not in what they want, bro. I'll go to that.
Now, big up, man. You travelled.
You travelled, man.
Young brother, LA.
Yeah.
You
Get me? St. Lucia.
St. Lucia.
Get me?
You still ain't told me no pussy stories, but
Them man, they go cruising in Brighton with their passport, bro. Don't worry about them, bro. They ain't phone up.
their passport,
New
their passport is ID
New
only. Imagine having a passport and it's ID only.
See what I'm saying?
You gotta travel the
That's
world,
shocking.
man. Do you know what I mean?
Bear
Big
man
up
on the ends,
Maverick,
that's bear man on the
LA.
ends.
You know what I mean? Shout out the man them only using their passports for ID.
Nah, that's peak though. But you know, like most,
put in your back
you know, like
pocket,
most,
you know,
you know, like
put in your
most
back pocket.
Americans, they ain't got a passport and that. You know, like I think it's like 70 something or 80% of them ain't got passports.
Ain't got a passport.
Nah, because they're just traveling from state to state, and you get me. They got it all. You get me.
You got everywhere, though.
Yeah,
They got everywhere for
yeah,
everything.
Why branch out? Innit? That's true.
It's true, though.
Like you said, we just got Brighton. I didn't even go Brighton.
Bournemouth,
All towers.
Stains.
Windsor.
Now, there's enough places in the UK to visit, though. There's enough places if you can be
We
bothered
don't
to
go
do your
there, bro.
research.
It's
Like
too
what?
cold.
Going. And I don't even know if I got the heart to go there. Like
I watch these little
You know what I mean?
documentaries and things, and there's like places in the UK that you wouldn't think is the UK, like especially like Wales and that.
I
Mad,
feel
there's
you
crazy
still,
places
I
out
feel
there.
you
Still.
I reckon if it wasn't cold,
Scotland
we
up
might
that,
go.
up that way. Yeah, it's
But
cold
then
though.
even in the summertime, everyone will go Clapham Park and Brockwell
Fact.
and not go there.
Fact.
Do you know what I mean? So it's But then, like I said, I ain't got the heart for it. When I think England, they ain't got the heart for it. So I think book a ticket. And
Man
fly
ain't
out.
going Brockwell or Clapham.
Yeah, crazy. Waiting to summer holiday to
Brockwell Park, you know.
The whole 6 weeks. Clapham Common.
And growing up, that was just like,
Mad.
why did you go Brockwell?
Why?
What? Like,
Oh, no, speak.
what happened?
Wait. Speaking of
man
parks.
was in Brockwell's and that. Yeah.
Speaking of parks. Obviously, big up Cinnoware. My brothers are there. Yeah, cool.
Big up to nowhere.
What happened in Hyde Park?
This one's for the stolen voices, my people that ain't got much traces. Trapped in the belly of the beast, everywhere is beef and there's never ever peace. Every day is peak and I never get to speak. Living in the Elmos, never get to see. Sitting in a cell, feeling like you're never gonna leave, but you can't sleep cause you got beef with the brother underneath in the bunk. But the truth of my speech is abundant. I don't need a reason to keep it 100. The government declared a war on the man. So this ain't a song, it's a glorious anthem to rep for the group that is normally abandoned. The poor is ignored when they're stranded. From Lagos to Kingston, Nori to Camden, against all odds, of course we are champions. I'm the voice of Trayvon, I'm the voice of Stephen Lawrence, I'm the voice of Tupac, with no thug life engraved on my stomach. I'm the voice of a runaway slave, holding a blade and facing a musket. Been a victim of the system too long, we get tired of waiting for justice. The voice of Fred Hampton Sr., killed for defending the people, and the right to exercise freedom of speech. We just wanna be treated as equal. I'm the voice of the mums and the ones that pray for unity in the community. I'm the voice of the young trying to escape the slum, but they can't find the opportunity.
So much to say, but not enough. We hear the cries calling from the skies above, saying it's okay, speak your mind, open your heart, don't let no one add you to all the.
Because let me just break something down first. Remember we told you when you forward on our platform, our supporters will let us know who you are.
Please don't do no dawa though. Yeah. And no matter what, stop asking. I'm not ready to take my shahada. If this is where it's leading,
No.
Go on.
Before you answer, can I say something?
Of course.
Oh.
Bad me up. Cool. Everyone saw what happened that week.
I haven't.
Cool. When you do, you're gonna know what you saw that week.
Okay.
Nobody saw what happened next week. Nobody saw the pattern that happened the next week. Nobody saw how man dealt with the next week.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I ain't seen
what
nothing
particular
about
part do you want to know what happened?
All they said in the comments was the last time I saw Jeds, he was getting run out of Hyde
Park.
Park.
Yeah.
That's what they.
Cool.
So I'm saying what happened. I don't know.
Okay, so basically, I was in Hyde Park doing my little Hyde Park business, debating, conversations.
Black man's the first original man.
I weren't standing next to your uncles and that. You get me? I went with Leo.
It's my dad actually.
Leo was across the road.
That's the reasoning corner. I hear that.
But basically, long story short, a week that I'd gone there, there was like a brother that me and him had a little, I don't know, like bad vibes basically. What he'd do is when we're in the park talking, he'd come over and say, yeah, look, these guys are the robbers. They're thieves, they're the gangsters. How can they be trying to guide the children? He's like, was anti-man's thing. There was a lot of that.
Propaganda.
There's a lot of that fear of a black man.
Okay.
There's a lot, not just being a black man, but the things that man represented. There was like a vibe of like, it's you or us, or like kind of us against them. If I'm being real, like in Speaker's Corner, it's got like a high Muslim population, but they're like young youths and they're like easily led and they don't know what they're doing. And some of them, they're just on a weird vibe in it down there. Like it's not like the everyday brother that you know on the road and you grow up with and whatever. Them man, they're on a different thing, especially in that part with the energy that it's got. Okay. Anyway, long story short, this guy Ahmed Ali. He said some words about man being a gangster, this, that, rare, disturbing when we're talking. When he was talking, we came over and was disturbing when he was talking, kind of just like chatting, doing ad-libs in the background. You know,
literally, chat for
it's
chat.
a childish thing.
I mean?
He said, he called man a bitch. I said, your mum's a bitch.
You punched a disabled Muslim man.
He's saying
a disabled Muslim man. He punched today.
Are we done?
And he was talking about being peaceful.
So what is violence? What is violence?
It's disgusting.
Oh, your behavior.
Hold on, one second. What is violence?
Yeah,
violence
your behavior.
Violence is when you punch a disabled Muslim brother.
Yeah, I don't
You did that today. You're on camera doing that.
Yeah, he deserved it.
He deserved it. He deserved the violence. You decide who deserves violence. in Speaker's Corner.
Yes.
So why are you speaking to me then?
You're coming speaking to me.
Why are you speaking to
You
me?
idiot, I was speaking with the right. I didn't invite you to speak to me.
You did. You said come over here. You said come over here.
And you stood
That's what
like
you
a
said.
bitch speaking behind the camera. And I told you come and speak here. And I'm not afraid from you.
Unfortunately,
When you are man enough, come back.
unfortunately,
What can I do?
Ahmed Alopecia, the only bitch is your mum.
Yeah.
The only bitch.
You hear me? Like, he didn't go like that, but he basically said, man's a bitch, bare laughter. I said, your mum's a bitch, weren't so funny for him. He was like, oh yeah, rare. He tried to throw a punch at somebody in the air.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he tried to throw a punch at someone, rare.
Kid, silly behavior.
I grabbed him because obviously he's trying to run into the man them and the man them are going to beat him up. And he's like a little idiot man, innit? Man's grabbed him, man's throwing him on the floor. Obviously, he's received like a kick or a punch from incoming man that you tried to punch. You get me? Out of the blue. Anyway, long story short, the next week, I'm there. Mohammed Hijab has come over to me and said, yo...
Say Mohammed Hijab?
Yeah, man is not happy. Man is not happy.
Gosh.
Man is not happy with your behaviour. Rare. You've been having madness with Muslim man. I'm like, right, what Muslim man I've been having madness with? What are you talking about? You get me? Yeah, well, rare. We're not happy. What you did is unacceptable. So these times it's like, as a black man, instead of you to think, right, let me analyse what's going on here. What happened? This brother said, we're in a place of Speaker's Corner. This brother said words, it was cool, insulting words. This brother said insulting words, you want to get physical.
Words.
Yeah, you want to get physical. The brother you tried to get physical with didn't hit you, didn't punch you, didn't kick you, didn't do nothing. He just grabbed you and threw you on the floor. Yeah?
That's disrespectful.
Like, to be honest, you tried to hit two men that weren't even talking. So whatever the outcome is that, for some reason, if it's a black man defending himself, he can never be innocent. There's always got to be like your fault somewhere. Or yeah, you deserved it. Or you said his mum. Yeah, I might have said his mum. He called me a bitch. I said your mum's a bitch.
Words,
like the fuck. If we're using words in a place called Speaker's Corner, it is where it is. It's just an excuse to get onto man.
Okay, I'm with you.
So he's come, rare, him and his brethren. I said, so what are you going to do? Rare. He said, so I want to challenge you to a fight. So I said, all right, come on then, let's fight then.
That's unacceptable behaviour, bro. What do you mean unacceptable? You said number one. Have you got a rule book for me? It's your own principle. Come on, behave, man. Behave. Have you got a rule book for me? Have you got a rule book for me? Have you got a rule book for me?
Yeah, but that's what you...
You can't tell me nothing about unacceptable behaviour, bro. You can't tell me nothing about unacceptable behaviour.
You said that's acceptable.
I don't go by your rules.
No, but you said your rules. You said that's acceptable. That's what you said. You understand? Here comes the man. Here comes the man.
Pushing her, why are you pushing me? Don't get hyper. No, I'm not pushing you. Why are you pushing me?
Seriously.
Where's the best? So what have you come for? What have you come for? You're just doing this sneakiness, bro. You're calling man 50 and that's dumb, bro.
What was done? What's it done?
You can't accept that in the behaviour. So what are you going to do?
Let's go. Wait. No, come. Let's go to the point.
Your head to speak. Your head to speak.
Let's
I'm being serious.
Yeah.
But do you know what's mad though, kid? Man said straight away, let's go.
All right, then cool. Let's have a fight, innit? Like, so now I'm thinking, right, this is mad. So now the crowd's come in, we're walking. So we're walking like we're going to go look for something to fight. I'm like, right, man's going to have to fight this brother. 2 Tuesdays, the next man said, yeah, come on then, you pussy out.
You're fucking pole dancer. You're fucking pole
This man. Why is it getting involved?
You think you're bad, man?
You don't agree with someone, you want to fight them. Speaker's Corner. Hold on, this is Speaker's Corner. Do your thing, man. Come on, man. Do your thing, man. Do your thing, then.
outside the park. Hold on, son. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Come outside the park. It's not worth it. Come outside the park. Get me outside the park. You fucking cowards. Come outside the park. Come, let's go. Hey, no one interferes. Come, let's go. Come. No one interferes. One-on-one. Come, let's do it. Come, fucking do it. Come, me and you. Listen, me and him, no one knows each other.
Getting hyped, screaming, the next man's getting hyped, man's stretching, man's doing all this. So I'm thinking, wow, what? So you lot trying to rush me or something like that? And there's a bag of you lot in it. So cool. So we're walking around. I don't know what's going on. It's like we're looking for a place to fight. I'm making sure no one don't come up behind me. Next thing you know, we're like, alright, cool, let's walk to the park.
To let you know, I would have ran from this to let you know.
I was like, yo,
so where I assess danger.
Hey, Chinx, watch the footage.
Hold on, anyway. So, alright, let's walk to the park then. We're walking now. Next man's like, come on then, you pussy, yo. Where? Next man saying, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
Where live you, I don't know where it is, fam. I don't know where it is.
Stop, we're gonna walk into the bloody. That's what it is.
We're better than this. We're better than this. Brother, wallah.
You don't want to rush me. You don't What are you trying to do, fam? Who's done it with the Muslims now? Who's done it with the Muslims? You don't have it with Muslims, yeah? You don't have it with the Muslims. Who was the brother with Muslims? Who was the brother with Muslims? What are we doing? Stop! Stop!
Allahu Akbar! I don't want to fight from the cameras.
So what are you doing then?
No.
That's what you are all the time.
Next man saying, who wants it with the Muslims? Come on then, who wants it with the Muslims? Like stretching, rare. You pussy, throwing insults. So I'm like, Rod, obviously I'm just keeping my back. So I'm like, Rod, boom, we get to a point now. It's like kind of like a clearing. So I'm like, rah, I don't know who's trying to fight me because everyone's. My man that called me out is in the back, kind of like he's not even there. It's next man's rare. I'm like, rah, move for me, move. Next man's like trying to, you know, the peacekeepers. Do your peacekeeping. I appreciate you. Trust me. Yeah, but please come out the way.
Get in the way.
My thing is crowd control, management, vigilance, and awareness. Because I'm saying I'm gonna get rushed either way. Yeah, I just want to make sure that I put myself in the best position. Plus, it's not clever to do anything that's going to instigate someone trying to take the first ban. Anyway, cool. Nothing's really going on. I'm saying, rah, what we doing? We're just mad. Jedi, come. So I'm walking now. Man's just following me, shouting, rare. It's just a fucking nightmare, bruv. It's a close protection, personal protection nightmare. But we've been in these kind of scenarios before. Like, I'm 50 man going mad ain't gonna spook me to the point where I'm just gonna fold or do something dumb on, and then look, we knocked him out. A man's gonna roadstar like that's not gonna happen to me.
Don't tell us the Russian thing. It's not gonna look good. Stay on what? No Russian. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Takbir. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. You mad? You mad? Who's on there with the Muslims? Who's on there with the Muslims? Who's on there with Islam? Allahu Akbar. Akbar. Who, mate? Who?
We're better than this. Wallahi, we're better than this. Wallahi, we're better than this. Wallahi, we're better than this. We're better than this. Wallahi, we're better than this.
But either way, like, it only takes somebody that's actually serious to step forward. We're rolling, boom, boom, boom. There's some youths now with their hand in the pouch, some Somali youths, like, yeah, da-da-da. Like, so I'm thinking, right, so I'm backing up now, like, right, he's coming forward.
How long ago was this?
I don't know, a couple of years ago.
Okay.
So I'm backing up now, like, I'm cutting through the crowd, backing up now, trying to see what I go on. I don't know if he's trying to bluff. The whole thing was dead. But man is so proud of that moment because I represent something that was a threat to them mentally. For some reason, I represent something that made them feel like, this guy. So one of the brothers that was involved in this situation, I'd actually seen him a couple weeks later near man's home address. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
You don't have to say it if you don't want to say it. You know? I'm
walking. He's walking. Seen him. Boom, boom, boom. He's like, I've approached him now. He's like, you're right, I can't believe it's you. I saw some big brother, whatever. But this now, for me personally, I took my phone out. I hit record.
But I know you're a reasonable guy. I'm a reasonable guy. I know that you don't want things to escalate or worse. Neither do I. Do you understand? I don't want ththings. Guys like that, you know what I mean? That's how things will turn nasty. I know that. Do you understand? I don't want that for none of us, bro. Do you understand? And when I saw you, I was like, fuck, you know, what's this guy doing there? I thought he would need to be coming from far down the road. I said, some big guy coming there. I said, fuck, there was locks or something. I can't be Jedi. You know what I mean? Bro, anyway, listen, bro. Listen, I live around the corner. Do you want to come to my place, bro? No, I'll take you. I'll come.
It's cool.
Let's come to our place. Yeah, come to our place for tea or something like that.
No, it's cool. You know what I mean? But like fucking. Nah, man, it is a good thing that I saw you still.
Listen, because if there's anything that I can do, yeah, to make the situation better for everyone, yeah, I don't mind doing it. Because I don't go to the park anyway. I only come now and then, you know. Like, that's it. You know, I don't like. I've had enough of that, bro. All this online negativity, people change shit. I can't take it. I don't have the patience for it. To be honest, I don't have. I know you do. You're a lot more thick-skinned than I am. I can't take it, bro. I can't take it when people chat so much shit. And you do get a lot of hate, bro. I know you get a lot of hate. But I say, bro, I'm ready for that.
To be honest, man, to be honest, I'll be real with you. I get a lot more love, even from Muslims.
That's good.
Like, I'll be real. The majority is like this. I probably had 3 different Muslim people. Say to me like, rah, like what's going on? What's the issue? Every other Muslim person like, yo, bro, I just want you to know, like, look, we don't look bad on you. That situation was unfortunate. What happened with Muhammad Ali? But we don't think them guys were right. The way they approach, like, and it's like that, isn't it? Like, I think anybody that's got eyes can see, like, right, obviously, I've got no issue with Muslims or Islam at all. But I feel like what I did realize though is obviously because Muhammad Ali is Muslim, whether he was wrong or right, man's gonna back him. And I think a lot of men don't really know.
He had nothing to do with it, man. I'll tell you again, bro. I'll tell you again.
Okay, his mum then.
It was.
Because you said I disrespected.
It was the last straw. Like the way we saw it, it was the final straw, bro. Because it was things leading up to that prior to
like
that.
What?
Like the thing, for example, it was thing with Abu Talha. There was things being said.
Abu Talha last year.
It goes way for all. Well, it goes way all the back then. It was all the way back then, you know what I'm saying? So it's things. It was things that was building up. It was.
Me and you spoke. Me and Abu Talha spoke. So how can people be getting upset about Abu Talha a year later? Because that doesn't make sense, bro. It sounded like an excuse.
No, because it's still on my camera, bro. It's still up on YouTube.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Well, that's just how things go, bro.
Because you've had so many instances. You had the thing with that guy, which is not a Turk, a little Turk. Oz slapping him, and because you've been in those situations so many times. And
was Oz even Muslim then?
But I said, but he became Muslim after.
Yeah, after. But then
maybe he was using that.
Because
maybe he was using that as an excuse.
But listen, because I punched someone before they become Muslim, what does that mean? Everyone was saying he does witchcraft and this and that.
I don't want you to see this as a
Muslim. Is that your guy?
No, listen. It's not. This is not.
It's Oz your guy.
No, it's not. It's not. Like, I don't even know it. This is not a Muslim versus Jedi and his crew thing. It's not, bro. It's nothing to do with that. Obviously, because we're Muslims, we kind of have a bias towards each other. But it's more that people saw you because you're a big guy, bro. You intimidate people, bro. People get scared of you, bro. You have to understand that. You understand? It was more kind of, oh, he's bullying people. It was more kind of that. It was nothing to do with like gang or anything like that because you're black. Ain't nothing to do with that, bro. It was more because of your big guy, bro. It was more because of your big guy and you were picking on a smaller guy. That's all it was, bro. That's the way people saw it. Do you understand? And I don't like. This is the first time I'm chatting to you on level. Like I didn't until now. Like I thought, wow, this guy, like, you know, he's proper on it. Like, you know, like even I was thinking, but now when I chat to you, I see a different side of you. And it's not saying, bro, when you look at someone on YouTube, you don't really know the person. You don't know how he's like. Do you understand? Maybe he can be a completely different person from what you imagine. Do you understand? So now when I walk away from here, I'm gonna walk away with a new like thought about who Jedi is. Do you understand? And an increased respect for Jedi because now I've seen that.
So look,
do you understand?
I'm gonna keep it moving because I got my
go on. I say no more. I was gonna say, do you wanna come to my yard, bruv?
No.
Yeah, you come to my yard, have a coffee or tea, whatever you want.
But like, obviously now we've cleared the air. We can keep it moving and just. You know?
Listen, bro, I have nothing against you.
It's cool.
You have nothing to feel for me.
I never had nothing against mine in the first place.
That's fine.
It's cool as long as we can only do one-to-one, innit? Yeah. Personal. So as long as me and you are good, then I can just move on and say, okay, well, that's one man on the list.
As far as I was concerned, that day was done, bro. It was done. So I had nothing else. I don't condone anything that happens beyond that, bro. And I had this feeling in my heart, I don't know, he told me that he saw you, I don't know.
I saw Mohammed Hijab. It wasn't looking good. It wasn't gonna be a good thing. I saw Mohammed Hijab. I asked him, what the fuck are you doing here? That's what he said. He said, what do you mean, what am I doing here?
What he said?
I said to him, say, bro.
Yeah.
I said to him, what are you doing here? Yeah. He said, what do you mean, I said, wait. I said, bro, his brethren, he was with another guy, some big guy. Yeah. His brethren was like, no, guys, we're rare. I don't know, anyway, whatever. Long story, innit? But like I said,
listen,
it's like things move in mysterious ways. I walk about my business and I bump into the man there. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So like this whole talk about this is an online thing or whatever. It's really not an online thing.
No, but that started there, isn't it? Yeah. That's how it started, man. You see guys like that, he would never know who you are unless it was that thing on YouTube.
Yeah, I know. But this is
it's stupid, isn't it?
I feel like personally, I'm not Superman, innit?
Yeah.
But like, people are at risk when if you help to influence a certain view on me, like whatever, bro. You know me, bro. I will defend myself to the death, innit? Like, and I'll do whatever it takes. I'm not gonna get violated by some man on the road because I come out and I'm slipping. I jump out of a car at the top of the road. I go to my brethren's yard.
Of course.
But if something happens to me and I go to my brethren's yard,
you see how stupid that is?
Do you know what I mean? He don't even know where I'm going.
No, but do you see how silly that is, Joe?
Yeah.
Yeah? I mean, all this because of online shit, man. It's stupidness. It's not a good reason to go to jail for, man.
Nah, it ain't no good, but I will go to jail, I don't care. I'd rather go to jail than go into a coffin firm. So, if any man approach me, I always give man the benefit of the doubt. Yeah. And I'm not going to do nothing if it wasn't called for. But I can't allow anybody to infringe on my safety. You know how it goes, fam. No.
Of course, I mean, I never thought anything else. To be honest, I never thought that you'd be the type that would allow people to do that.
Big man can't be walking on road with weapons like 24/7, you know. And these are the type of situations that man's in. I'm past that.
If that's the case, if you got to that level, just allow the online thing.
This ain't got nothing to do with me being online.
No, but
this is me getting to the park.
Yeah, and then putting that shit online. This is you lot going to the park and walking behind me saying who wants it with the Muslims, who wants it with Islam. Once you say that, then Muslims in Islam, Muslims in Islam, they respond.
I told him off for that.
Like, you know, and that's what it is. Man, make it seem like a... But anyway, man, bro, it was good to see you, man.
Listen, take care of yourself, yeah?
Say that. Chatting to him, something saying, so what I got on, like, what? Nah, you see that thing about the other day, it's all recorded, like, it weren't really that. We don't give a fuck about the brother. We don't give a fuck about the brother's mum, because man was saying, we're defending a Muslim woman's honor because you said suck your mum or whatever. Like, that's the first time I've ever heard. Man wants to come and step to you because you told another man suck his mum and you're disrespecting all Muslims' mums and whatever. Like, rah, that's like, you lot are kind of moving warped. But cool, what man do is, rather than have the love for their creator, or the love for what their religion's supposed to be about, man really just want to use it for power. So they'll use religious things to move people and gain power and even make themselves look like something.
Evoke emotion,
it's weird,
all of that.
because when you check it out, most of you man ain't really even sincere about your thing. You're following behind man saying Allahu Akbar as if I was fighting against Islam. You say, who wants it with the Muslims? That's how you garner. You're used to that. Because you know, man, them will ride if you what. So a certain man are rolling, thinking, right, this brother's disrespecting Islam. And what the fuck? You see what I'm saying? And then, obviously, Mohammed Hijab is like a very popular figure. You get me?
I thought that was a mockery. I didn't even think that was his real name.
Yeah, that's his name. He's a very popular figure,
I
isn't
thought
it?
he was joking.
No, that's his name. That's his name. He's a very popular figure. So people like to see what I got, and that's why it's viral, and that's why you're ready to see it, really and truly. So he stepped to me. He's talking, and the thing, a wicked thing about it is, directly after, he ran to the camera and then started lying.
Number 3, he come in and hold this guy and this other guy, Macri, was be a 5-on-1 confrontation. So hold on. That's the conversation. No, it's not a conversation anymore. This guy, yeah, if he wants to see that he's a big man when it comes to these small lightweights and disabled people, then how about go do 1-on-1? I said legal. And I said to him legal as well. And by the way, let me tell you something that you didn't know. Let me tell you a secret. He came to me. Hold on.
Let him finish. All that fight is no good. Let him finish.
We have avenues here in this country. Let me tell you something. I'm really sorry, but this individual, he came to me one time in private, yeah, and Respect was there, and he's the witness. He came to me, he goes, out of nowhere, he came and said, do you want to fight me? Out of nowhere, I was by myself. I said, oh, you want to fight me? He said, yeah. I said, okay, let's do it in a legal way, because in Speaker's Corner is not the place or the time. Exactly. So I took Leon's number.
Who's that individual you're talking about? Who are you talking about?
Let me explain.
Let him finish.
No, but
he said this individual. Who?
He would say it. Let me finish. I don't have his number. I've got Respect's number, I've got Leon's number. So I tried to get his number to make this work. So I said to him, okay, if you really want to do this, with this legal ways you can do it, and so on and so forth. So I took Leon's number. I said, Leon, tell him this is where we can do it. Because there's certain rules of MMA, semi-pro, whatever. You've got to be registered to a club. So I said, no problem. Either that, or you go to a club and spar.
If you guys want to fight, that's fine.
No, hold on. Sorry, bro.
We can organise all of that.
It makes sense. Bro, let me tell you something. When he came to me, what did he do, Leon? Leon's a witness. He said, I'm not really on it or whatever, yeah? So he didn't want to continue with that. So why is it the case now with a heavyweight? All I remember that time there, when it offers, that's when everybody was offering, like, MMA match. Yeah, okay. But what did he do? He didn't want to continue with it. Did he follow it through? No, he didn't. So the point is this: when it comes to heavyweights that can give him a hard time, he's not doing it. When it comes to lightweights, Muslims, vulnerable individuals, disabled people, he'll do it. So we're saying no more of that. Sorry to say. If you want to act like a big man, act with a big man like a big man.
Yeah,
act with a big man like a big man.
Allahu Akbar.
Yeah, no, that's how it is. I'm sorry. Muslims are not weak. Well, we're not weak. And by the way, one more thing. Sorry. One more thing. And I'll make it clear now. If he wants to fight me, let's go tomorrow. Put on live. It'll be in a MMA thing. I got the sparring gloves. Let's do 3 rounds.
He's here to place the first. Hold on. What time?
It's legal like that.
No, you're smart. He's here to place the fight.
No, man. Bro, right, Raven, please don't misrepresent me.
Let me say this,
I
and then
never
you say that.
Raven, let me just one more thing.
You spoke for 5 minutes, bro. Let me speak for one. You speak for another 5. That is here the place to fight.
I never said it was.
So when we're here, if you want to arrange a fight, hold on, because I spent my life.
He didn't want to do it peacefully.
I spent my life trying to stop people get stabbed and killed and so forth.
Okay.
When I'm here, when the hype is here, you get stabbed and hype.
So Raven, where were you when they were beating up this brother?
I was there. I was in Barbados. Gave my hand.
No. Sorry,
Violence is wrong, guys. Violence is wrong. You don't want to be fighting each other.
Sorry to say.
Come on,
when
man.
When Muslims get beaten up in the park, one guy got spat in the face. Where's the brother? The Somalian brother got spat in the face. Yeah? Number one. Number two, the brother got smacked in the face with a mushaf, with a Quran, by Bob the Builder. Yeah? Number three, now we're getting a Muslim guy getting held and beaten up, yeah, rushed in front of everyone, and there's no political consequences, no law consequences whatsoever. We're not gonna accept that, bro. Let's take this guy, let's at least get our honor back. This guy, he wants to really fight, let's do it in a legal way. What I said to him, sorry to say, I said to him, let's have a legal, I want to fight you legally. That's what I said to him. After that, everyone started acting whatever they acted. I didn't say to him, let's fight you illegally, let's fight now. I didn't say that. Brother, I said, if you look on the fact camera.
It's very important, my point is very important.
Yeah, you agree with it.
And said, oh, I offered him to an MMA fight in the professional settings, and he didn't want to have a fight. Like, the footage is there, but people don't watch things and pay. Like, it weren't that. You said let's have a fight, like, and I said, come on then. Maybe you meant it in some other way, but if you meant it in an MMA way, in a professional fight, where were we walking to? We were walking to go and find something to fight. So you try to offer me out there. I said, let's do it. We didn't end up fighting. There was so many man. What was I going to have a fair fight with you? These men are going to stand by.
But there's no way man saying me let's have a fight and there's 50 plus man and we're going to have a one-on-one. It's impossible.
So it is what it is, man. You get me?
But these times,
at the end of the day, you have to admit, when man got pressured, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know. There's no like. You get me? There's nothing man can do right there.
So
like,
after that, there ain't been no issues after.
No, there wasn't issues before.
All right, but there ain't been no back and forth, no messages, no nothing.
No.
Okay,
because what man just distanced themselves because they know it made them look bad. You get me? So man have to distance themselves. It made you look appalling. That ain't no representation of Islam. The way you lot tried to do your thing, and plus you lot was in the wrong. You was actually in the wrong. If we break down the facts, it's not like I was the person in the wrong. Everything you're talking about is chatting shit. Plus your brethren's on tape saying it weren't even about that. It's just because you know you're a big black guy, and it's like some of the man them felt like. It's there on the tape. You can watch it. JEDIONLINE. You can watch it. You can hear it. You get me? So it's like your intentions that you're trying to sweep up other people, and it's very dangerous. You try to make people seem like they're enemies when they're not, and when we're like for instance, you put out the perception like I'm against Islam. When they were trying to ban prayers in that speaker's corner, I was the one speaking up for it.
I was chatting about it. 100%,
Do you know what I mean?
100%.
I was the one speaking out. Like I'm the one. Like what it is it ain't Islam. It's you lot. It's more like a racist thing. Because man's black, and you're trying to use Islam, but really, because man's black, you could have one black friend or one rare, but really, you don't really rate black man.
It was the racism,
you know what I mean?
And there was ego down there. You see, before
the
man them got down there, they was running the show. But when the man them arrived down there, we weren't even trying to run the show. We came down there with one mission.
The real problem was what man originally was there for was black on black, young youth violence, black energy, black what used to say, black problems, black solutions, mainly, yeah. And I think they was on something of, don't go over with gang, don't go over with them and their car. Do you know what I mean? It's like you had to either be with the Muslim side or you couldn't be both. Not realizing that there's black Muslims and these things affect us all. No empathy for us. We go to the Libya march and you don't fuck with our issues when things. You know what I mean? When you know what I mean?
You sound like my dad.
It's an undercover racist thing where man use Islam and act like, but it's not. You just don't.
See,
you get me?
See, even us as black Muslims, bro. Like, obviously I'm Muslim, innit? But you see, there's certain mosques I don't go to because how they look at man, or how they make, and it shouldn't be like that. Muslim is not a race, bro. Islam is not a race.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a color.
Yeah.
But you know, like they look at you like, what are you doing? I'm just like, I'm doing the same thing you're doing.
A man will fight and say it's not that, but like it's literally that's really all the origin is. That's what it is.
It's not the Islam element of it though.
Yeah,
that's due to their culture and their upbringing.
It can't be Islam because all them man there before this, they oh brother, you're just like a Muslim, brother. All you need to do is
before all of that. All you got to do is take your shahada, Jedi. All you got to do is do this.
At the end of the day, I'm a man. about truth. You get me? I'm not here to. So I'll ask questions. I'll be having a conversation with you. We're talking about football, or we're talking about betting or some shit like that, and someone will say, yeah, you know, the Prophet said and I'll be like, okay. Next thing you know, we're in a big conversation. Because I'm answering certain questions, man's acting like I've got a book of questions to ask a Muslim. If you check most of my interactions, I don't. If you check most of my if you check most of my interactions, it's just conversations, brother, and you have to be able to ask questions, but don't disguise that with anybody that hates something or.
You know, there's certain things you can't ask though.
Yeah, like what? That's what man would say. Like
I've seen it happen. They'll take it away.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Like I've seen it.
Like obviously, Speaker's Corner. If we're talking about that specifically, that's the place for that. So you get me?
I don't know because obviously I went there. I don't know. I'm not a believer.
Do you know what's mad though, Chinx? You see,
but it ain't got nothing to do with like the whole thing is it has nothing to do with religion or anything like that. But the thing is, idealism is rife in every corner, and people idolize people like Mohammed Hijab. So his word can actually hold a lot of power. He's gone to the point where he's with what's his name, Morgan Pierce Morgan, and like he's Andrew Tate interviewing them. He's a big political figure in the young Muslim world in that direction. Do you know what I mean? And if he tries to paint a picture about you, then you got all them people that watch him. They're just impressionable. He's just an Andrew Tate. He's just a. Every walk has got these men that like kind of tell you how to think and just stop you from thinking for yourself.
And they know how to invoke emotion.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very intelligent brother, but that day he was dishonest. He was dishonest, cuz. And man's intentions and motives was dishonest. Let's be real. Like, what's your real issue with man? Never had no issue. What was your real problem? You get me? But it is what it is. Like, he's a grown man. He does his thing. I don't feel no malice towards him, man. I don't feel no way. He's doing professional MMA now. You get me? So maybe that fight was maybe that fight was gonna happen. You get me? But yeah.
But and as well, yeah. Just to add, I don't even know if it. I just want to say it. You see, before
this one, it sits on his chest.
No, it does.
It does. But yeah, that one bugs him.
But
can I just finish the story? Obviously, so I felt like that day. Man got outnumbered. Man got pressured by some youths. They were moving like they was going to move to man. No one moved to man. No one touched me. You get me? The police had to make me leave the scenario. It's not safe for you. You have to leave. I'm like, yo, I'm good. You know? But yeah. So that's what they're saying. I got run out. I didn't get chased out by some youths and rare man. I dust out. Rare. But that's the language, innit? But that don't mean nothing. Because I know in that scenario, I know how many man would turn into Flora. I get me. How many man would turn into I can't believe it's not butter. Man would have painted it that way. And someone would have got knocked out. One of them man would have ended up getting knocked out, rushed, and it's like, yeah, did you see? Because really and truly, it's all about archetypes, in my belief. I unknowingly, with my big dreads and was representing a certain archetype that these people needed to see defeated or put down in some kind of way. I'm just living my life, but these men are so red-eyed. They're watching you, planning. They actually planned to come down.
You know, man, you even said nothing bad about them.
Get me? They actually planned to come down, 4 man and that, and ready and that, stretching, and they knew what they wanted to do. So,
and you know what's mad? See, Jed's the way man talks in a very humble way, but you see, prior to this, he's been a mediator to 100 conversations where Muslims are going at Muslims. He's been around when there was people that talking about I'm going to do certain things to the Quran. Your prophet is this. Your prophet is that. No reaction. Jeds comes, and I saw the build up in my own mind because when man stepped into the park,
anyway,
it was powerful.
Bear them man has still got love for man. Secretly, it's just love that's gone wrong. The rest of them, they just hate on man for whatever reason. Like I put it down to man was black, man was intelligent. And for some reason, they've got other plans, or they had other plans for what was going on down there, and you know, it aggravated man how man was. You get me? The scenarios that they're talking about, like, oh, you keep having man. One, I was having a debate with a brother called Abu Tala, some Somalian brother. We're debating, rare. During the debate, man has jumped on me, put his hands on my shoulder, jumped on me, and to look over my head or some shit like that, and I pushed him and said, right, what are you doing? Obviously, triceps were activated. He may have teleported slightly. Do you know what I mean? But no harm, no rare. I'm in the wrong for that. You're violating my personal space. You get me? But for some reason, I can't push you off.
over on that reasoning corner.
But that was a light thing. That was a light thing. Another thing was there was a brother outside of a McDonald's that got uppercutted. Now the reason why he got uppercutted,
it's crazy. It's a 3-part story.
Why
you start there, man?
The reason why he got uppercutted is because he's saying to man, "Wallahi, I'll dip him. Wallahi, I'll stab him."
He said, "No one's not taking away your passport.
You're not stabbing me, bro. You're not stabbing me, bro. Get me."
So it's a build up.
Anyway, it's cool you want to defend the brother.
Wait, so that part was that prior to the park or post?
That wasn't even in the park.
No, but was that before or after the park? I think that's vital.
I'm not sure what part.
So the uppercut, and I'm gonna dip him. Was that before the park?
Was that before the MMA call out or after?
Before.
Like 2
years before.
No, you got to start.
You know what the mad thing is though?
Yeah.
It's mad convenient how you put that bit that started before the park bit at the end of the story.
No, because they're not relevant.
I'm just saying.
They're not relevant.
They saw it.
I'm saying
they saw it.
The brothers of Islam saw it and said, yeah, okay, this
but that brother's not even a
Muslim brother.
You said Wallahi.
He's a Satanist. Oh, what, you just say Wallahi?
They might have that.
How did you get to Satanist? Let's go with this.
Trust me.
True story. True story. The brother's a Satanist. The brother is a Satanist. Well known. You get me? Well known. One of
What, now or was he back then as well?
Before and after. In the mid, he just took a little stop off at Islam for, you get me, for a second, and then kept it moving back to Wiccan and pagan and Lucifer and man changed his
to Bohemian Grove.
Man's profile is 666 or FFF. Yeah,
man got uppercut, turned Muslim, and then went back to the thing when everything died down. Safe.
That's crazy. This is why I stay out of the religious thing. You know?
Nah, but you know what it is? That obviously the way man's telling the story, just it sounds like all related. All I'm saying is these are the excuses that man's collected over years to say this is why I'm coming to challenge you to a fight.
And then you went to their main boss and chokeslammed him.
Content, bro. It's content, bro.
The main boss went or nothing.
Who's the main boss?
The MMA guy.
I never chokeslammed him.
No, he didn't.
We never fought.
Oh, but you chokeslammed someone else?
Nah, you're just taking a piss.
That's all the comments in the yeah.
You get me? But yeah, what did your brethren say?
What, today? Now you just said watch the video, innit? But I ain't seen the video yet. I don't really want to see it, to be fair.
Yeah, man. I think I had a lot of people reaching out to me like they felt some kind of way about it, and you know, I don't like to see this, and these man thought this, and how come it is what it is. If you got eyes, you see what it is. Yeah. I was in Speaker's Corner. man got surrounded by a bag of man. Man held my corner. You get me? And that's the end of the story. You get me?
Screaming and shouting.
Man feels very victorious for that. I know where I'm from.
It's not feeling
0 points.
You are victorious because
no, them lot. They feel victorious.
No, but you see the way you're like the way you're describing it, like is like it's a negative on your jacket and your.
No, not me. I'm saying certain man feel victorious about it.
Okay,
they feel like yeah. But like
I got one up on man. But
so let's build.
Happy for it.
Let's build into this because I think
man's happy for it.
I think a lot of decisions in life are down to your mentality, the way you look at stuff. You know when something happens to someone, they go, "Am I a dickhead?" And it charges them up to do the reaction. Yeah. So I think it's very important what you tell yourself in situations. So like me now, say for example,
that situation, I was laughing in my head. I'm thinking, okay, cool. But none of you don't want to. I can see. No one wants to hold.
Now forget all of that though. You're
going
think about it.
What are you talking about? You talking about something?
So if there's two scenarios, I either get rushed and beat up by a group of people, or I get away scot free. If you pick the first one, you're a fucking idiot in my eyes. And that's and you can call yourself gangster or the realist on all of that stuff. But
one thing is this:
if there's a
you could be gangster a little more, But you see that video of you unconscious on the floor. Like we're twitching.
It's different.
Yeah, that hits differently. Yeah, or when you know when they raise their head up, I look like the elephant man and that.
You know
that's never.
You went out to enjoy yourself.
I shouldn't say never. Yeah, but that's not my portion.
I want to know. Would you go back to Hyde Park?
Man, been back.
Okay, yeah, I just wanted to make sure.
Hey, kid.
We went.
No, I just want to make sure.
We went back there.
That's a bit cheeky.
We went back.
No, but there's gangster
That's a bit
offline and there's gangster online.
Yeah, but we went back the next week.
Yeah, I just want to make sure.
You know what I mean? The very next week.
The very next week.
But
like 7 days later next week.
It is what it is, isn't it? Like, there's nothing stopping me. Like, I've seen individuals. I've seen almost all those individuals individually. The man them that was stretching and we've crumbled. Get me? And that's men. We all understand whatever it is, what it is. Do you know what I mean? Unfortunately, I think man them want to separate themselves from that scenario because it weren't really a good advert for what man's trying to represent. You know what I mean? It is what it is. The black community wasn't very happy about it. You know what I mean? I feel like the ramifications of that would have been mad because if say now we'd got into a fight and the inevitable happened and I got rushed. Now, them things are out of my hands. We all got people that love us, innit?
I said it's above me now.
Like, you know, like we all got people, and something about that era where a lot of people watch, and there's a lot of Muslims that are very unhappy about how they behaved, especially when they throw in Allah and they use Islam as a front to do other bullshit because you know every man's not squeaky clean and acting like, do you know what I mean? It's not pious brothers that are surrounding man. Do you know what I mean? It's man with ulterior behaviours and
real different behaviours.
You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
Real different.
A lot of Muslims, I think. On the whole, not that you asked me, but when I speak to people often say to me, brother, I just want you to know, you know, that's not Muslims, you know, we're not like that, you know. And I said, obviously I know, because in the community or in the world,
it's love.
It's not just that it's love. Even if you don't like me or whatever, we're just peace, innit? Yeah, we're just normal human beings, innit, right? But certain man want to amp up and use religion to fuel whatever their agenda is, and that's a sad thing. That's what I learned from it. I learned that man can really just say what Allahu Akbar, who wants it with the Muslims, and suddenly turn it into some Islamic thing or whatever to somebody that doesn't have judgment when they're just watching something or I heard this, I heard that. You know, we don't deal with facts no more, even though it's facts only. You know, like the world don't care about facts no more. That's dead.
You still want to talk about it, or you want to?
You brought it up.
No, it's done, but I want to know who's stronger at you two.
Who's stronger at
me? I smack him up.
Smack I don't even know, but man's gauging man's strength is just weird to me.
You gauge my voice box, I'm gauging my strength.
Who's gonna win out of you two?
No, I press charges. None of you lot can fuck with me. Want to play that game?
I've seen Kid throw hands. Kid's good. You
gotta
be careful.
You throwing hands? Who was he throwing hands?
Don't listen to him.
He was wearing the vest at the same time.
That's crazy.
Hands in the vest.
Nipples out. That's crazy.
Don't listen to him.
He's
lying.
Who was he throwing hands?
He's lying.
Kid knows.
He's lying, bro.
Kid knows.
Not me, bro.
You beat someone up, kid?
Not me, bro. Not me. I'm all about peace, my brother.
No.
That's what we're here for.
What do you do?
Before
You
he
do
found
jiu-jitsu or something like that, innit?
Nothing.
Yeah?
Before he found peace.
No, kid's got a... Come on, man.
Before he
If I
found
was a
peace.
kid, I'd know at least 5 different death moves. Like, do you know what I mean?
Why? I'm sure.
Yeah.
What does that mean, bro?
Man might get it twisted and think, innit? Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Kid knows bad people.
Definitely.
Man said definitely.
That's crazy. I'm saying, you know what
I was fighting.
You know what it is?
You know what it is? My armpit and my whole right side.
I reckon the bigger you are in size, the more people feel like they have to try and prove that they're not. I don't know what it's like.
You see, like growing up, I not get bullied a lot, but you know, like I would get looked over, like, yeah, man can trouble him. Man can talk to him, and I was like, bro, trust me, I'm the wrong one. Just leave me alone.
So you had to like go like extra, like you had to go the extra mile.
I was good at cussing.
Yeah.
I told him.
I was good at cussing.
I told man.
You could single me out. Once you say, oh, you're short. Okay, what's next now?
What's next?
What have we got to say now? Because then I'll reach you about your whole clothes, your shoes, your hair, your hair's picky, your ears are dirty. And they're like, wow, you analyze that in 30 seconds, bro. What's going on there? And now they want to fight me. And now it's just like, bruv, you really want to fight someone that looks like me, bro? I'm 5 foot.
Yeah, there's no benefit.
Now you're done.
Do you know some of my favorite? You know,
I got mind control over Debo.
Do you know what's
I'll be quiet, but when he leave, I'll be talking again.
You know some of my favorite moments.
That's crazy.
Some of my favorite moments on the hill is Kid and M going at it. That's why he laughed. Yeah, them two when they're going at it. Just know that you're cool for a bit.
I think South London in general is the best at like cussing.
It's
and
amazing.
Because
your brethren, you can't. It's not gonna go there. So you're just gonna anything.
If you cuss a man,
yeah, but when it comes to cussing, I feel like only South man can cuss each other, and it's like it's just
horrible.
cusses.
It's horrible.
When you try to class with people from other places, they're like, oh, next week's man saying, "Bro, I didn't really like what you said." No man's doubling back at that randomly.
Crazy.
What? For real? Like, oh, you get me? It's like man take things to heart.
But that's
too,
with this
too
generation now, though. Generation now,
Soft.
they can't cuss each other, bro. Imagine two teenagers arguing on the bus.
Nah, man, as long you know where it's going
You
already.
know what's happening.
Yeah,
You know where it's going
the whole
already.
What's
bus
going, bro?
You know where it's going.
All
Everyone's
granny
hands
in the
are in their
corner
pocket
chuckling
and
and
that. You know what's
that,
going on.
trying to hold it down.
Yeah, you know what's going on, man.
Man,
You know
talking
what I
about,
mean?
but you don't know my mum had to put bleach in my jumper. Bro, your jumper's got a stain on it, bro. Get a new one. You don't know I was going through DV and whoa, bro. What's happening?
No, I've had man on the online thing talk about so what now you're body shaming, yeah?
Yeah. That's what we did in my day. Yeah.
I said, oh, what you're body shaming? I'm like, fucking hell.
But man grew up saying the fat thing.
Yeah.
Wait,
Or the
see-
skinny thing.
see
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
See the fat thing from the lift thing. Yeah, have you seen that fat thing?
Oh,
She
yeah,
tried to sue.
she's a rapper slash.
Yeah, she tried to sue.
Yeah.
Boom. She got OnlyFans. Yeah.
Crazy.
You're chatting shit.
Nah,
You're chatting shit.
That's crazy.
Where's my phone?
The one that's suing because she weren't allowed in the car.
Over there.
Yeah. Go on just go on my profile. You can see the picture.
But she's got her OnlyFans.
She got OnlyFans, right?
She was built backwards. She got OnlyFans.
That's crazy.
She got titties on her rear delts.
That's
Man,
crazy.
She's got
built backwards.
Brother.
Jabba the
I
Hutt.
can't
you know.
use that.
believe she got elbows on elbows. It's actually mad.
Boom.
Yeah, she shaped so bad, man.
The belly separates.
Wait,
I think I'm gonna have
You
to
gonna
put
put
it on
this
the
on
screen. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put it on the screen.
Brother.
no way.
That's OnlyFans then. That's OnlyFans. That's mad.
That makes me actually feel sick.
Look at the belly separation at the bottom. How can the belly
That
clap?
can't be.
Yeah, she's got a whole split.
How can she twerk with her food?
Man said her belly's going for a vicious divorce. Bitter.
Underneath the belly.
Bitter.
button's all separated.
Separation.
I'm taking everything.
My grandma used to bake a cake that looked like this.
That's what I was saying.
She's got a lot of layers there, bro. There's a lot of layers there, you know.
Brother. How does the belly separate like it's gonna go like this?
Remember Blade, the thing from the little monster that they had to kill at the end.
No, I don't.
Oh, bro, I'm gonna show you.
That is crazy. So, but
That's
do you know
not
what's
sexy,
mad?
innit? That's not
'Cause
sexy.
So basically, anyway,
She's OnlyFans, and that means she's got subscribers.
she's got someone wants to see that.
It's a sick world.
Man can't say subscribers.
Subscription. Subscription.
Yeah?
You got my prescription. You got my prescription.
For 20 points, say it again.
Subscribers.
No, man.
Just say
Man
customers.
had to take a run up for that.
Man had to compose himself.
Who's that?
Man, I don't-
You definitely can't say suffering succotash. You can't say suffering succotash. No way. No way.
You know why you want a man to say suckering?
That is
That's
suffering
good
succotash.
Suffering.
Suffering,
Now.
succotash.
You want a man to say suffering?
I don't know.
know.
Where we going with that?
I ain't got with the sausages.
But the
bro.
point I was making about that Lyft driver chick is that basically
She's on OnlyFans selling.
she's on OnlyFans.
Selling food.
Man was dissing the picture, and then someone called me a bully for that.
But you know what? This goes into another thing now. Are you allowed to tell the truth nowadays?
I don't know,
No,
but it feels like
You got to do a very fake rendition of the truth,
if possible.
if possible. Do you know what I mean? You can't really.
There's definitely penalties to telling the truth.
There
I
is.
think, like in different ways,
Yeah.
depending on what you're into. But yeah, even in your job, there's penalties to telling the truth now.
Because I've seen it happen a
costly.
lot. So the Krept Konan thing with the supermarket.
Yeah.
Someone's gone and looked and seen it's 2% and 2%.
Yeah.
Everyone's taking the perspective of, he's bad mind.
Do you remember that thing? Sorry, Chinx.
The thing at the end.
Remember that?
Actually, the thing.
Ain't that Jabba the Hutt?
No, the thing from Blade, bro.
At the end.
No, that looks like bread that's not finished being made.
Yeah, bro, look.
You might have to
Yeah,
send
go
it
on.
to Jedi.
Yeah, I sent it to you, bro. You're going. Sorry, bro.
I forgot what I was saying.
Yeah, the
Tell the
Krept
truth, tell the
Konan.
Yeah, so
2%.
someone's gone and looked at the company's house
Yeah.
and seen that they have 2% each and gave that information to the masses, and everyone's like, no, that's bad mind, that's sinister and stuff. But they've just told the truth. But everyone's having a go at them.
Did Krept Konan say it was black owned? Did they say?
but you know
what was the allegation that they didn't tell everyone what percentage they got of it, or that they claimed it was their thing?
No, but to be honest, on their thing, they said they're in a partnership.
Okay.
That's what they said,
So
innit?
they didn't lie.
But so, you know because this is what you said. You see, because I'm racist, so this whole Black Power, Black Pound stuff. I'm not into that. I just want everybody to be one, and everyone's human. Everyone get along. But obviously, all the other races don't play like that. So obviously, you gotta fit in. Pause. Otherwise, you're gonna be messed up. You always finish last. So I'm on that. So, but there's people because they're saying that it's theirs and they're in partnership and they're not specifying. Not even. Let me not get that deep. There's some people who may look at that and think, oh, this is a black-owned business. Yeah. For lack of their own research purposes. And they will go and spend money.
It just depends on if it was worded like maybe
we got a partnership with our brothers. That's exactly
maybe
what they
some
said.
of the blogs and that posted it up. Maybe they worded it like black owned supermarket.
But black owned or black ownership support.
It's the same thing though.
But like so now the thing is people not understanding what 2% is or whatever and they're thinking, it is what it is, man. Like, you know, the man them are doing their business. Can't really hate on that.
So, but if I'm a person and I want to shop black owned, and I want to support my community and my people and stuff like that, I look at their caption or whatever it was. A partnership with our brothers is what they've said it is. So I take myself and I go and assume now that this is a black-owned business. The majority of my money are going to black people who look like me, and then I discover that they've only got 2% each. Some people are gonna feel
away,
and that's all that's happened. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
And because their wording is ambiguous.
Okay, that's right. Because I can't picture the wording, so I can't really comment on what they said. You have to be precise. And that, for me, I'm a man that I will look at the preciseness. People nowadays. You know, it is what it is. They see Krept Konan, it's a black owned, they just think, and they run away with it. Now they're upset that it's not black owned, it's black. Some black people have a
part owned.
Part owned.
Well, it's still the same thing.
But some people say, no, this isn't black owned. I want to support.
But then when
it's not really black owned.
But when you think about
in the sense where you'd think the whole thing is owned but black.
It's
okay. But then
they didn't say that anyway.
People are frowning at the 2%, but then when you look at the yearly revenue in that 2% and what you're taking home, like raw support me.
No, but this is
still something.
But this is what it gets transitioned to now, where people are thinking that it's just the first thing where people are like, no, I thought this was black owned. Because what's the difference? So was it 96% goes to the brown man, 4% goes to the black people? What's the big difference? Do you get what I mean? I might as well go stick to the black-owned little small businesses that I was shopping with because I know where my money's going.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Do you get what I mean? There's nothing wrong with their wording and stuff like that.
But then can't you build up that 4% until it becomes
100%? No, but there's nothing wrong with the percentage.
That's if you are getting those producers from black companies. If you are getting like.
If you want to go into the depth of it, of where it's.
Yeah. Where you normally shop? Is it with the black man or is it with? The Asian man. No, that person complaining or whatever. Where do they normally shop?
Yeah, true.
Where would they normally get that stuff from?
Yeah,
if it's from a black person shop,
stick to
then just stick to that if that's what it is. But if you're doing it from a cash and carry or whatever, Brixton Market, whatever.
This whole black owned thing, I think is bullshit, bro.
Okay, let's break that down.
What's up? You're very ignorant with your statement. This is going to be a good one if he cleans this up, innit? Because that start was wild, innit? Say the first part again.
This black owned shit is bullshit.
Boom, we got a title.
Yeah, let's politicise this.
It's bullshit, bro. I ain't trying to clean nothing up. Let's say, for example...
Oh, shit.
This is my shop. This is my shop. Let's say this is my shop, yeah? Let's say I get Dax hair grease, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah?
That's not manufactured by black people, though.
Okay, cool. So let's say something that's manufactured by black people. I don't know.
Well, you're struggling for something.
Let's say Highland Spring, for example. Let's say
it's a black
example,
company,
yeah, cool. Now I've got all these Highland Spring bottles in there. Cool. I make everyone forward down.
How much percent alcohol would it have in it?
0. I mean all these black people come and buy water from me, the Highland Spring, whatever, and then I go to the manufacturer who is the brown man or the Asian man.
Yeah, what do you mean?
So where's the black home? Where's it going back to?
But at least you're getting your cut.
But that's everywhere. That's everywhere.
We don't say that to Tesco's.
Like, for example, look, another example. Tukumi's black owned, yeah?
We don't say that to Tesco's.
Tukumi's black owned. Caribbean food shop. It's black owned. We know black people own it. Black people work there. Black people rent it there. Where is he getting his meat from? Pause. He's not getting it from a black person.
He's getting it from.
Yeah, because
so why does it?
Is that important now?
No.
If it's black owned,
No. That's not what black owned means.
What does it mean then?
They don't mean that. Listen, as far up the manufacturing chain of command you can go, the better. So it's kind of like King of New York, yeah? Let's say you want to go to the source to get the budge, yeah? But before that, you might have to get the person that imports it
to the ends, and or you might get from Chinx, who's got 4 and a bit. Do you know what I mean? But you work your way up. But it's like me saying, what's the point of me supporting your thing when you're just your thing's on YouTube? How is your thing black owned when you're just on YouTube? And YouTube's the one that's making the most money. Slowly people need to find different positions in the, get me, we need more black farmers.
Yeah, so
more black
until they got in a position where everything's
really
black, I don't care about it.
Yeah,
I don't care.
No, because we're only really looking at ownership. Because if we're not looking at where the product's coming from,
no.
Yeah, that's I don't care, bro.
That's great. That's great. But first and foremost, when we go to the corner shop or Tesco's, wherever, we don't care about that. So if our brethren's got a Tesco's, don't say I'm not supporting it because you get all your shit from, support my thing so I can get money and maybe, do you know, like, it's still a business, cuz.
You're right, yeah.
You know me?
I think he went down the wrong path of it. So what I would give more weight to his point is, maybe not the manufacturer, but say for example, if I buy black owned or from someone who's got a business, forget where they're getting their products from, but then they go and spend their money, they go and spend the money from the business, I don't know, on Hugo Boss or Tommy Hilfiger.
Yeah, that's their business.
No, but I don't like that.
That's not your business.
Where's the money?
You want to pay black people.
No, I hear you.
But now you want to govern where black.
No,
if
I don't.
spend with you, I need you to spend the money I've given you on something that's tasteful to me.
Not that. But I'm saying that if there's a business where
spend it on crack.
No, I hear
do you know what I mean?
And
that's your business.
You're free to do that.
Yeah.
You're free to do that. But if there's
Don't
a company,
spend it on crack, please.
If there's a company that is, I don't know, they've got like a charity or they've got some organisation or they've got something where they're putting back into the black community, it will make more sense for me and those people that are doing the black on thing to shop with someone like that than someone who isn't doing that. Do you know what I mean? Than someone who's using the black on image as a marketing ploy and spending it on, because the whole point of it is to keep money in the community.
But we're increasing the requirements for us to even spend the first pound with the black man. But we got so much. Wait. We got way more expectations from giving you the money. Let's just make it so that we're just used to giving each other the money for whatever we're doing it. Yeah. You're for crack. You're for a church. You're for school in Gambia. You get me? You're for BBL. Whatever. I don't care.
We don't really question.
Let's spend with each other. Cause we're not questioning. If you just make it a conscious decision to try and spend more with your people, that's it.
No, I hear you, but
that's what other people do. That's why they walk past your. Have you ever had an establishment or something going in and people walk up and then look and then that's what they want. Yeah. But it might be a subconscious thing to them. But
no, but then
you're right. Was it? Oh yeah, I was looking for a. And you might have to just put on the charm and to bring them in. You've sold. You know what it's like. They at first sight they're like, okay. There's like
is this black people or not black?
No,
people?
non-black people. Okay, right. So they're kind of psychologically prone to spend away from you.
Look like them.
Away from you. Just to stay away from you.
But that's
it
why
might not be people that look like them. But if it's a Chinese man and an Indian man and rare and you, they might just spend away from you.
But this is why I differ, because I think we're too far behind to just be, because that defeats the whole object of it. If we're shopping black because our money leaves our community more than anyone else's. So I think we're too far behind to just be, oh no, just give your money to black people no matter what they're doing with it. That's not helping. That's not helping the goal of keeping them.
That's exactly what.
No, but if they're going to buy BBL and crack, it doesn't matter. All of these stupid things.
Eventually, okay, they're spending in, but they're spending out.
Yeah. It defeats the object, no.
But okay, so then rather than spend in,
go buy a crack from a black man. You get me?
Rather than spend in,
keep the money revolving with
rather than spend in and then let them spend out, you'd rather just spend out.
No, you know what I'm doing?
You hear me? Spend in and whatever but if more people take the idea of spending in,
I hear what you're saying. I do hear what you're saying.
More people will spend. I hear
what you're saying.
But then think about it. So this is, maybe I'm warped. My process is the point of it is to keep the money within the community.
So it's the spending out that counts, right?
No. What for me?
I would say the point is to keep to spend more within your community to enable and empower the people in your community to be able to spend more because we're broke. Yeah. So I'd rather make your fish and chip shop or your newsagents black owned make money and you go and gamble red, but then at least there's more, even subconsciously, more black newsagents, black KFC, black barbers.
Yeah, but then when you go back there and the shop's closed down, then what?
Yeah, but I'm saying
then what?
We need to get into the habit of spending with ourselves in the first place. Psychologically, we just need to get in the habit of deliberately.
Like how much do we go past a black owned shop and be like, they ain't gonna be there for long?
No, but forget all of that. But don't you think that defeats the object, though?
That's because we keep going past the shop and bad-minding and evil eye and that ain't gonna wickedness.
It's not wickedness, though.
If I know go in there and spend, rather than hate on them.
So if I know you're not a person who's gonna spend the money within the black community and go waste it on bullshit, I might as well keep my money in my pocket
and spend it in where?
And spend it on wherever's the cheapest and be selfish, and that way I'm keeping more of my own money in my own pocket because I'm a part of the community. I don't go buy stupid. I don't go buy Gucci and all this stupid stuff. So why am I gonna give my money to another black man to go spend the money outside the community? It defeats the object.
I'm not saying spend your money needlessly.
Yeah, so spend it with people who you know are gonna do what the point. Some people are using black owned as a marketing ploy to just get money, and I'd rather spend the people who are keeping the money within the community. Do you get what I mean? Some people use it as that. Am I wrong?
Why shouldn't it be? It's black
because it's disingenuous.
No, it ain't. And as well, you lot are just putting stipulations and requirements on people
because we have to though.
Listen. If you've got 4 news agents, yeah, and 3 of them are run by Asians, 1 of them is run by a black person, right? And you make the effort to go to the black person's one just because it's another black person. If that trend carries on, then you will see black business ownership increase. Cool. Regardless of what you think people are spending money on,
that's not guaranteed though.
Well, no, it is.
No, because
it is because then I know if I set up a shop here, I know that people are psychologically going to say, "Right, there's a black shop there. I'm gonna go there." So I know it's going to be profitable.
No, but that's not what you just said though. You just said it's going to create more.
It will because
but that's no guarantee. How is the man who you're giving the money to?
Is because where there's a market, people then you want to be the supplier. So if people see there's a market for black-owned businesses and shops, more people will open them. If more people are willing to go into black shops and black things are very rare, then more people will open them. That's why you got more and more Polish shops, more and more the little Korean rare shops. More.
Yeah, but because those people in our thing is disingenuous because that's why we're so far behind because we don't have the same mentality of these other races.
But this is the first, for example, one of the first steps.
That one guy you're spending your money with ain't putting a shilling back into the black community. That doesn't guarantee that any more shops by black-owned people. That just means
that's not how it was supposed to be. Yeah,
and that's
no. What I'm saying is, the intention of spending in his shop ain't so that he can create 5 other shops or whatever. Maybe he could create another shop in another area. Maybe he now has a chance to franchise rare, but that's not what it is. What it is even the visuals and the understanding in the business market that black-owned businesses are profitable. So then more people will go into the venture of opening a business knowing that people are more prone psychologically to come and invest in your shop if you've got something going on. The problem is, at the moment, it's too risky for us to do certain things because we don't patronize or whatever. We don't shop with each other as well as we could.
I think it's a psychological disadvantage marketing your business as black owned. Let me tell you why. I'm not saying I'm right, but watch this now. Let me tell you why. The minute you see black owned, you're invoking emotion by the person that's reading the word black owned. Now you got to understand within yourself if you want to represent it, put money into it, or support it. Now, when you go into Sainsbury's, it's called Sainsbury's. So at face value, you're only seeing the word Sainsbury's. You're not putting white owned or Jewish owned or whatever type of owned before that word Sainsbury. No emotion's been invoked. You got what I want. I'm going in there. I'm spending the money. I'm going home. Now, when you put something else in front of me and you market it as something specific, you're going to allow me to tap into my should I or shouldn't I brain mode. So now it might be Indian.
That's why them man shops could, like for instance, if they did own it, it's called Saveways. Yeah, or Saveways, right?
But they're not attaching nothing to it.
Exactly, but so in the marketing, within your community, you can market it. But I do think that black-owned thing can put people on. But I don't see people really putting that as the title of their shop or whatever. You get me? But when they're marketing it, they want people to know that, let's support black-owned businesses. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. But I do think at some point it can limit your market, which you don't want to do.
Black Pound Day, for example, all of them black-owned businesses will associate themselves with something like Black Pound Day. Now, Black Pound Day will be seen by the masses and then see what shops are associated to the title, and then that same stigma of that thought-provoking title jumps into it again.
If we support those things enough, not to say like, jump on Black Pound Day or whatever, I don't think it's a bad idea at all. But I'm saying, if we stop trying to hyper-analyse and criticise and just go and spend our peas and keep it moving and stop trying to do fucking like financial breakdown of rare outgoings and rare, just let them do their thing and support wherever you can. What happens is
people just get into the pattern of, you know, like when you see a shop that's got bare people in, you know that it's a trusted shop. People, you're more likely to just roll in there one day. Let me see what's really going on in there. What you do? You get me? And I just think that a lot of the time we just walk past, like even at the Caribbean shops. We're mad, you know, because when we walk past the Caribbean shops, like everyone's got a story about one shop or another. Why we can't shop there. But we ain't got that. You know what I mean? Man, we don't go there. Well, you go to that one. Am I lying? No, there's always one that's dead and one that's super popular. And it ain't necessarily because the food's dead. It's like we just got a mad vibe sometimes. We're hypercritical of our own thing. 100%. It is what it is. Like,
so you see Tidal, the streaming platform that owned and all that. It was black owned. It was proudly marketed on. It's black owned. All the black artists come here. We give you a bigger split than all these other.
Is that how it was marketed?
That's of course how it was marketed. That's how we got Nicki Minaj and all these big.
That's Jay-Z that owns it.
Yeah, Jay-Z used to own it now. So we done the whole black thing. Got all the black artists on board. Market as we get the best. Sooner or later, I'm done with it now. Sold it to a white man.
Yeah. Exactly.
How do we feel as black people about
Rockefeller came about. But do you call that a good marketing
yes,
strategy?
Okay. What I would say, yes, no. I don't
get my point, though.
No. I don't think that's the issue. Yeah,
bamboozles black people. Bamboozles us.
To a certain extent, what we have to recognize is hopefully the different jobs and things that were created for the opportunities. Like for instance, if it was black owned and black artists on there, and then they made peas off that. Now it's been sold, it's cool, but at some point that was sick for us. We did it, we got our bag and we kept it moving. It's like flipping a yard. A black owner, we do it up and we flip it and we move. But we support the black ventures.
And they buy another yard.
I'm not really with that.
And they buy another yard from a brown man.
Right, exactly.
It's the same thing now. The brown man's rich.
You buy a yard from a brown man, and then you flip
got
it.
Your
and
bag from Tidal, but Tidal got their bag from you. So regardless, they profit above you anyway.
People always gonna eat off you until you are literally.
So why not go straight? So why not go straight to the top?
Because obviously that's peas. And obviously these man, there's a door, and these men are going through the door anyway. Some of them men are billionaires, but there's a door in it. So once people go through certain doors, all kinds of opportunities be open to them.
Bro, I feel like as black people,
but that's not to do with black people. That's to do with
all we do is gloat,
apron wearing and
you know what
that's what we do.
I value you see like that. Yeah, I value
symbols,
like getting
handshakes,
getting done over by someone not of my kind doesn't sting as much as someone as my kind doing.
Nah, I hear you.
Do you know what I mean?
No, but you expect it.
Nah, man.
You expect it.
Nah, man, and that's why I'm just cautious of those things.
But I don't.
That
see
hurts me.
You can't just like rope me in just because you're saying it's black on.
So yeah,
I'm not that kind of guy. But what I'm saying is,
some people are.
I ain't trying to fight whether I believe in that or not. Whether I think all these people are like from Creflo Dollar to there's been all kinds of scams where people use blackness and consciousness. A bit like when I was talking about Mohammed Hijab, and there'll build this mosque, let's do a well for Ali Dawa, let's do a well in Ghana for Cadet, and all these things and I think some of these things are a little bit I feel like propaganda. Man will live good, man knows how to use things. So people use Islam, Christianity, the pastor, Toby, black consciousness, black power, all black. Everyone's gonna use some kind of vehicle to like basically just get them, and that's just how it is. Do you know what I mean? My thing is, if I've always said like with Pastor Toby and that, okay, yeah, maybe he was bumping doing 419, so what? Until I hear you, not like so what, but until I hear you like going at the Pope or going at the Archdeacon or the Bishop of where, then like we always got pressure for art. We're always so hypercritical of our own thing, but we're not hypercritical.
Yeah, but you see, us as black
go to
people,
McDonald's and let them. We'll do. You get me?
But then do you know the type of business I like? Yeah, right, cool. You see, you drop the title of black owned, but then you got someone like Baker.
Yeah,
that's a bad boy black business. Not once has he sold himself as a black business, but he's kept a repertoire that allowed people coming back from multicultural ethnicity.
I don't know what's Baker.
Baker's on the hill. The Caribbean
patty shop. It's not just patty shop, but
not just patty shop, but he was on ITV News the other day. No, he ain't asked nobody to do nothing. TikTokers are coming there and getting million views on his shop.
Okay. What's it? What like world renowned patties? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's got like 30 something different patty, flavoured patties.
Corned beef patties with everything.
Corned beef patty. Lobster, all types.
Proper.
Cheesy chicken, lamb, big up Baker's dozen.
Bakers, man. And like I said, regardless of what he's doing with his money, what's he doing with his money?
Well, do you know what? He's spun it back into his own business and he's got a brand new shop.
What else is he doing with him? What's he spending his money on?
Hopefully.
He's boom. Case closed. You don't know. You don't care. You don't care. You're supporting it anyway.
You proved his point though, because the start of
he could be spending it on OnlyFans.
But the start of his thing was he didn't market it as black owned.
As black owned.
So when he marketed as black owned, he put a stigma on it.
So saying, and that's
if a shop said white owned before you went into it, would you go into it?
No.
There you go.
No.
If it said Indian owned, would you do the same thing?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you would.
You
would.
Unless it was food. Unless it was food.
In fact, we select shops. I walk past shops that don't even specify that you're okay. This is an Indian thing. Look, there's Indian people. Like we want that. We want that from other people. You go in a super Chinese man shop, wing it.
No, hold on.
That's the thing, shit, like a fucking Chinese dragon.
You see, like the Polski.
And we go in there, we feel like we're getting some authentic shit.
You see the Polski supermarket?
Yeah, Polski.
Did you go in there?
I've been in them once.
I've never been.
I've been in once. It's crazy.
I've never been in there.
It makes me sound like it's for your people.
But it is.
And I shouldn't be in there.
Yeah, basically. Shouldn't be in there.
No, I can go in there. I went in there one time. It was a bit frosty.
It was a bit mad. I know they looked at you. I know they looked at you on entrance because they know they're marketing to them only. I know Chinx, man.
It was a bit frosty.
No, but cool. But
what's going on?
They would have spoke to you in Polish.
Just us being black, yeah.
And they wouldn't have accepted me.
Bro, we come with a stigma, bro. Like let's say you're a food man, yeah. And I say, yeah, let me get a little something on Connie, for example, yeah. And they say, bro, who's it for? I say, it's for my brother, man. What's your brother's name? My brother's name's Snipes, for example. And I say, rah, it's for my next brother, man. And White Steve. We're like, yeah, cool, man. Let White Steve have it.
So what? What's the problem?
The stigma. We come with a stigma.
Before you agree with him, he's a bit racist though.
We come with a stigma, bro.
Just trying to let you know what you're in.
We come with a stigma.
Oh, like where it's like
Black Steve might fuck you up.
Black Steve might fuck you over.
Black Steve might fuck you over.
White Steve, you getting the money back.
I mean,
it's a fact, bro.
You say stigma.
We come with stigma.
Stigma's a light word. I feel like.
I just keep it light.
No, I feel like we come with.
That's racist. Go on.
No. I feel like we come with a definite warning signal. You know what I mean? Like like when you get the cigarettes and it tells you like, yo, listen.
Crazy.
Could, mate.
Why?
Why?
Because we're black.
It could, but I feel like we benefit from that a lot of the time. When you know that, I could, mate. We
benefit or we don't benefit. What's the opposite of benefit?
Zero.
No, listen. Sometimes stereotype works for us.
Of course it does.
Sometimes it works against us. Yeah? Get me? When you're on the strip and you get that could. You get me? You get me?
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
There's pros and cons.
When you're trying to get a loan, not so good. Yeah, stop and search, not so good. What's it? Checkpoint. You get me? Checkpoint, maybe not so good. Airport,
you got to unblack yourself. Down past police check, you got to unblack yourself straight away.
Get me?
Yeah.
Take that black out your posture.
Exactly.
Certain time, I'll be playing. Like I said,
why is he nodding though?
Like I said, no,
why
because
no one's questioning.
You know the wickedest thing? I know that I've done certain cut-throughs based on the profile. Is that I'm saying that other profiles no, and I've walked past the block where 11 men have been lined up by feds, and I've walked past allegedly with a Q in my pocket and a pit bull, and the feds they looked at me.
Do you know what? He actually fits all criteria.
Of what? Of
white,
all of it?
Mixed,
black,
Hispanic, Asian,
everything.
albino.
Everything.
Because you see when feds stop me and they say, I see.
You know, it was peak around. You know when they were on the terrorist thing? Peak times.
Bro, do you know when that happened? You see, as soon as I grew up in,
on the terrorist thing is crazy.
Bro,
you know when since COVID,
he's more limited than you are. You're more versatile.
Since COVID.
He's got 2 or 3, man. You got like 6.
Any train I've ever been late for, I've never ran, especially if I've had a backpack on my back.
Yeah, you don't.
I'm not running for the train. I'll be late for that train because beard. I look at Moroccan and
No, you know what's
I'm
funny?
not running. I will miss
Let's
this train.
Let's have this discussion, yeah? Because you see, like, you know, like,
You think I'm running for the tube?
no, hey,
It's throwing back in there quickly.
great.
Stay back. Stay back.
Bro, I haven't run for a tube since 9/11.
Six white men will grab me.
If you ever run for a train
See what
with
they
a
done to the
backpack.
man in Stockwell? They didn't even ask questions. They didn't even say,
Hey,
I said, bow, don't move.
that took a little minute to get to you. Oh my
Mendes,
god.
yeah.
Don't
You know what?
like,
Yeah, I know they lit him up. Yeah, it weren't. I know they lit him up. It
See
weren't
that?
till later that I found out that he held 7 in the head.
What?
It was 7 headshots, cuz.
Yeah.
So I don't even know after 2
Like, before they
or 3.
asked
I don't know what they were
any
shooting.
questions.
Do you? Alright, so cool. Because police can perceive you as a brown person. Do you get what I mean? Or a
On a sunny
Muslim.
day, on a sunny
Or
day.
do you get what I mean? Though?
Brown's pushing it.
So,
Summertime
so
speak.
say for
Brown's
example,
pushing
you know, I think racism kind of works in cycles. So I feel like you get your rough period where the people who you're new to treat you a certain way. So say for example, Windrush and all of that. Imagine you're a white person who's used to growing up around white people, and you see all these black people popping up in your area, taking all your jobs and all that stuff. Yeah, jungle bunnies and all that
Spear
stuff.
chuckers.
You're gonna make. You get what I'm saying?
Mango munchers.
It's gonna be a bit.
You're actually
No, but it's true. But there's
mango munchers.
There's a bit of friction at first, and then after a few years, it kind of smooths out, innit? Not all the way, but
there's a little bit of integration.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of these men will actually fuck us up.
Yeah.
We now realise
There's some processes you gotta go through before we're cool.
Yeah, you have to beat out a couple man.
So cool. We had so
yeah.
I remember growing up. Probably it was worse in my dad's time because he's been chased just for being black. So that was that period, yeah. But then I think like after the terrorism stuff, that like we were maybe not prime spot number 1. We might have slipped to 2. And then Muslim and brown people slipped to 1. Because I was in the car with 2 Indian guys one day doing a delivery job. Please pull us over. You would have thought I was Caucasian. I knew it was racism. He was gonna.
They had a little period.
Yeah.
And after that, they started saying that they have it worse than us. And I was like, whoa, pump your brakes.
No, but that's what happens because that's why we can't get too close. Because like, no, you just want my spot.
Yeah, we started doing oppression Olympics.
Yeah.
Like, no. Do you know what I mean?
You know what the latest one?
You ain't taking our spot. But like, listen, we ain't been winning stuff.
We've been here for long enough, B. We've been here for long enough.
You ain't taking our spot, man. They hate us more.
So it was the brown people, and then now we're kind of cool. There's an understanding we've integrated. But then COVID was the Oriental people. You couldn't cough.
Yeah, no,
you couldn't cough.
Listen,
They took number 1 spot.
I'm not gonna lie. If I saw you on the train, I'd be like, and see people with suitcases and that. Oh, you've been travelling. Where have you just come from? You get me?
It's true.
So I think everybody has that little patch of rough racism.
We've just had the longest pause.
Yeah, and ours just keeps going.
Or maybe we had
It runs alongside. Ours is just perpetual. Yeah. These are just have segments.
Yeah.
It's been us.
That's what it is.
The main thread. They're like guest appearances, cameos. Cameos of racism, and then it's back to us. And that's
we got series on series for our things. Yeah.
This is why I feel like there's a certain issue with them saying, like, black and white unite, it's not really us, we're rare. Like, you know, like when we talk about like English racism, the spin now is kind of like it's about Muslims, but Muslims just code for Asian to them, right? Because they really like it's Asian, Arab. It's really
like
that.
they can't even. I'm not even going to distinguish.
It's other Muslims. When they think of Muslims, they don't even think of black people, which make up such a large majority of Muslims. There's it's Islam,
especially
but it's
London
actually
as well.
Muslims, but it's not Muslims. It's actually Asians, especially up in them ends and whatever. So these man try to look for an alliance with the black man, innit, in different ways, right? And I've been to a Tommy Robinson rally not even long ago.
Fucking hell.
Under investigation purposes, I did a little vlog there and rare, and there's bare black man there. I said there's a couple black men there.
So you see him? Does he actually hate black people?
This is the thing. They're not gonna come out and say they hate black people. Okay. They're gonna have black mates and rare. But give them a fucking couple Stellas, bruv, and be alone.
They're gonna start talking.
It's all good now. We're all the same, mate. Rare. Give them a couple Stellas. End up around them in their rare. You're gonna end up.
I don't know if you can marry your sister
and all
of that.
Either you got thick skin to be able to take the word nigger and this and that because it's gonna get dashed. You get me? The true colours gonna get that. Really, when it comes down to it, you're just a fucking nigger. Rare. When
you got to remember, there's that football hooligan side that's attached to it as well.
But man's learnt to smile and rare. A lot of them aren't racist.
But you see us as black people,
a lot of them don't hate black people.
We don't just. I don't think that.
But the
anyway.
ones that do are there, but they know they
can't be as
they don't
expressive.
do it in that way no more.
I'm never gonna be around a white person and think, oh yeah, that's a cracker. I'm never ever gonna think that. Never.
You are racist.
I'm racist, but I'm never gonna be like,
very
oh,
racist.
like you said, just Tom Robinson after a few tellers, whatever. I'm not gonna just think if I have a fucking few beers, whatever, I'm gonna think you're just a white. I'm never. It's never gonna go to that point.
If it rained, he smelt a bit like dog.
But that stems from them being in a certain they're in a certain way of being in public, but then back home they're natural. So you see that drunk after the Stellars and that, they tap into their natural and they no longer wear that face that they wear to go to work and be around the black man them or the Asian man them or whatever. But be in their own little comfort zone.
Their main thing is
they got code switch.
The truth is,
they got
natural.
Their main thing is,
100%.
you know what? It's not you lot. It's the Muslims. The rare. But really, the Muslims are the brown people, and then really, it's all brown people you don't like. Because if you look a little bit like that or a little bit on that, when it was kicking off. And was it last year? It was kicking off, right? Yeah, it's just the Muslims. Right? Next thing you know, they've gone for the mosque. They've gone to like chasing down some black brother, rare, then to threatening to go to Lewisham and Peckham and rare. And it's always when it was Black Lives Matter, they found an excuse. Oh, we're protecting statues, rare. But like, they don't really want man here. Don't matter who you are, innit? But they don't want us
those particular type of people.
Yeah, they don't want us lot connecting either. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So it's better they try to play black off against, oh, you're like us, you're rare, and look, you know what I mean? And it's them lot, that's their religion, and then if you're black and Muslim, it's like, oh, like,
it's a bit mad.
Really and truly, they're racist. They don't really want anyone that's not them here, and they don't have love in their heart. So you can't ally with them.
So what's the answer to it? What's the solution?
Well, they've seemed to have, their solution is coexist, and a lot of them do it very well. There's very few that let the mask slip. You see what I'm saying? And when they do, it's peak. But they've learnt to coexist. Yeah. And I've seen the coexisting turn into a form of love. Just a form of love and acceptance. Not to the highest, because then when shit gets peak, you already see where the heart lies anyway. But I've seen it work. And everyone seems to be getting by, because where we're from is completely multicultural. So you're not really going to hear a lot of racism. But then from the figures and that, you're going to feel
I prefer the vocal upfront kind of racism. The UK
the
is
hidden
always full of
racism
it's
is
saturated racism, but like man can tell you that I've got a black mate or black neighbour or my stepson's black and mean it, but deep down inside, the mindset and that is the racism can't ever leave. Do you know what I mean?
I'm like, see, like I'm in a yard shop and I see a white person. I'm happy to see a white person in a yard shop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But in like in a fish and chip shop, for example, are they happy to see black people in there? I don't think
so. It's just not safe to just feel comfortable and feel like it's not there. Just don't forget that it's undercover because it will rear its head. And this is the thing. Now it can be done in emails and texts behind your back. You don't even know. And now things are awkward at work or rare.
Yeah, I think it's good to stay paro.
It's microaggressions.
That's not good though.
I think
closing of doors.
You've been paro for too long, bro.
No, but you've been 100% paro for too long. See, when you taper it down to 20% paro, like, cool. The bishop of my church said, don't pray with your eyes closed, stay vigilant.
That's mental.
I respected that.
That's crazy.
No,
that's
but
mental.
I respected that.
What kind of military church you
I respected that. I respected that. Because you see why you're in your thing. A man with a dark heart will lick down your family. You get it?
Yeah.
And you know the wickedness.
You don't need to close your eyes to pray.
You don't need to close your eyes to pray. I can pray right now with my eyes open, and it's going to be as meaningful as it is. You see my safe space.
But you're still visioning something bad happening, bro.
No, but you know what it is? It's not vigilant. It's not visioning it in that moment. It's being aware of what's possible. Because, bro, come on, man. Man's been around enough to know it could just go. You get me? Whether your eyes are closed or alert or not. You see what I'm saying? And there's been measures in place in case it's gone that way.
So
you get me? So the measure in place.
I mean, like, obviously,
just to finish, the measure in place in this instance, pray with your eyes open. The measure in place in other instances is something parked.
See if you're doing security in some kind of, or you're like one of the attendants in some kind of church setting, then do you know what I mean? You should be able to stay vigilant and whatever, and let others, if they feel like they need to close their eyes to pray and whatever, ain't that deep.
And it's not the whole. He's not saying to the whole congregation. I play a specific part. So he's not saying to the whole congregation.
That's facts.
And that's against your own, not against other.
No, against any form, any something that can pass you. Put it this way, yeah. I've been in church before, and I've seen a hooded youth come steaming towards. I didn't know what he was on. He was going to find his thing. He just walked.
You got a man out in church. Remember that time in Heath?
There's certain man.
The brother came into the church in Heath with the shetty and with the samurai sword.
Even in America, the man are running up to the altar, punching man up. In my brain, I'm like, how did you reach the front? Because people are not patterning. Is that what I'm saying?
Huh?
Mosques in Sydney,
yeah, the mosque
and Australia, mass shootings.
Now let me tell you. Oh, you know see, that was the thing.
If it's time to go, it's time to go.
Do you feel like you should be armed in a mosque?
I feel like, but don't like. Do you know what I mean? Put up a fight in it.
I don't feel like you should.
If you're in a country where they've got guns, I feel like you should have security in the attendants that are armed,
100%.
because people think they can come in, do mass shootings, and no one's shooting back. Yeah. These men are all bad, wicked, moving like it's Call of Duty because no one's licking them back.
Yeah.
What they did in New Zealand was so horrific.
Mad.
This man was such a
from the entrance
sassy, and he filmed it like it was a game. Yeah, and like there was nowhere like, and all you need, even in these schools, you just need a couple man that's whapped up, man.
Do you know what it is as well?
Do you know what I mean?
You see where there's revival.
And then you can't take so many lives.
You see where let me say this, where there's revival.
But why would you promote
where
that,
there's revival? There's witches and warlocks.
It's about it's as good as a fire alarm. It's as good as these things are for safety, especially when you're in countries where they got things like that.
There.
And you got to be prepared.
Have it outside then. No, I don't think you should have it inside of the place of worship, bro.
But you see when you you see when you understand warfare, you understand that sometimes.
What about in the times of the Prophet? Them man that had swords and that, right? From my understanding, yeah. The Sahaba and them man.
I haven't read it.
I swear them
yet,
Sahaba they had swords. And I'm not.
Prophet Muhammad was a man of war.
I could be wrong, but if you're like a military person, yeah, I don't think you need to put down your weapon or everyone put down their weapon to pray, because you need to stay on point. Because then I'm just gonna wait for prayer time.
Right.
And come and deal with you.
Prayer time, they stabbed the imam. You see what I'm saying? So everyone's in their rakah, and someone's.
Maybe it's wrong. I don't know. Maybe it's supposed to leave.
Man got to remember the world that we're living in.
But that's written. If that's happened, that's written.
That's cool. But what if free will?
You got to tie your camels.
Watch this, yeah. So
what if tie your camels?
What if free will rewrites? So what if certain pages are blank, yeah? So there's God's will, but He's giving you free will also. So what if He's written a story up until then, left a couple chapters blank for your free will to engraving? You never know.
No.
Yeah.
No,
so your thing to engraving. And
you know why? You either got free will or there's destiny.
No, you know why it's cut.
I think there's both. There's God's will and free will,
that,
but you choose which to follow.
What's the story that? No, it was B.
Can't go against God's will.
Wait, Moses and Musa.
The same person.
Is it? But one of them had a brother or something.
Moses is.
You can fight against it.
Well, they say Moses is the biblical guy, split the Red Sea, saved the Israelites, and Musa is the Islamic version.
Okay, but then I can't remember. I don't remember the story verbatim here. But B was telling me that. I think God was telling. Is it Moses? What's Moses' parents' name?
I don't remember.
But long story short, he told the story. But he had a destiny written for these people apparently, and it was getting on. So it's getting. He said you're going to have one son and blah blah blah. Sorry, not to be disrespectful because I'm not the most informed in terms of religion, but they started like the wife was like, "Oh,
texting your mum.
We're getting."
I'm doing the complete opposite. It's really bad. What I just said it was haram. I did it on camera. It's crazy.
Well,
turn us off. Turn it off.
Hey, do you think smartphones increased badness?
Increase what?
Badness in every sense of the word. Badness from linking gal to doing a madness to. Do you think? Cause I remember being on the tram with my brethren one time, and I had a BB, and I looked at him dead in his face, and I said, "No, BB increased the badness."
100%. And not even just for gal, like you said, but see, like, sorry to Chinx to go off subject. See, like, if you're doing something you're not meant to be doing, for example, and a man be like, "Yeah, I can get this for you, know." I'll take a picture and send it. Be like, bruv. Back in the day, you couldn't even say certain things on the phone. Now, man, are sending pictures of it live.
100%.
But yeah, go on.
But don't you? So that's just. So you know how like nowadays it's the worst time ever. And
do you know any Chinese at all, Chinx?
Oriental?
Yeah. Can you speak any Chinese?
No.
That's racist. That's racist.
I'm
man.
not that Chinese
that's
at all.
Well, because his granddad's Chinese.
Yeah. How's that racist?
That's the Chinese link, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what he was getting at, no?
Go on anyway, go on, carry on.
Man just trying to call everything racist.
That's racist, bro.
Can you speak any Chinese? I think that's an acceptable question.
Yeah, to someone who has Orient Chinese descent, why would that be?
That's acceptable.
Go on. I think it's mad, but go on.
What was I saying?
First, I think it's mad.
Yeah, so cool. Nowadays it's bad now. It's a bad time to live in. It was all the old people back in my day and all that stuff. It was a lot better. This wasn't happening. This wasn't happening now. Yeah. So all these things that are happening, we just see them more because of the internet. But they were still happening.
They've been happening.
Think about history and some of the stuff that's happened in history.
Yeah.
Imagine if that
they were gassing people. Imagine during certain times.
You might get lynched. Hey, yo, where's Snapchat? Oh, Judy got lynched. Judy got lynched today.
Man shit would be viral, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So they want to paint it as that. So I think it's always been as bad as it's been. It's just publicised more now because of the.
So we're the worst then.
We're not. It's the same shit.
We're televising it, bro.
I think it's both. I think the televising and the is happening, but it's making it. It's getting worse. You know, like it's a vicious circle. A vicious circle.
It is a
vicious cycle. Things are getting worse. We're filming it more. It's getting people copying that. It's getting worse, and it's more programmable now. It's more. It's easier to engineer through these phones. They can now almost prompt what the next fuckery is, and then we just jump into the loop, and it just. Right. Do you know what I mean? And they can steer the fuckery.
Because then nothing that I've heard from being young, nothing I've heard of or seen is different to what I watch on my phone or news.
It's just
you know what I mean? It's been the same. Dip-ins, shootings, bootings.
It's just more indiscriminate. There's less reasoning behind it because it's becoming more normal.
Then even when you go to the news, trafficking, wars, it's the same thing. So it's repeated over there as it's repeated out here. Do you know what I mean? It's the same shit from when man was young.
Things are definitely getting worse though. Even though
I don't know about worse.
Yeah, maybe. Now Chinx said that. Yeah, maybe you might be right. It might not be getting worse.
I don't know about.
I think it's just the same.
Like, I won't say I disagree though.
It's the same. I think
but I have a little battle in my heart when I hear the word worse. Like,
because I think it's a good time to be alive, personally.
Yeah, no, you know what it is. Because you're out of the age of the certain danger zones. You're out of the behaviour.
Are you though?
Yeah, because things. Like, if you was okay, the way I was raised as a youth man. If I was living that life now, it'd be peak.
Yeah, I agree.
No, because I was one of the only ones with the big knife.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Now we all got the big knife.
Let me give you an example though, yeah?
That's a small little example, but do you know what I mean?
In terms of that,
yeah.
Like my dad now, yeah? My dad's saying there was a period, if he saw Dr. Martens and a skinhead,
it was peak, yeah.
I don't know that. I've never had to experience.
But still, how many man did them Dr. Martin man kill? Not many. They brought man up, they scarred man, even Chelsea smilers. The worst thing them days was they'll catch you and wet your face. Like, give you a Chelsea smile.
The police were more institutionally racist, but now, so you might not even hear about what's happening to certain
men. In the police, I hear that, but what can I say?
Because the police were more on this.
The level of violence has gone up. Yeah, the level that people are willing to inflict violence has gone up, right? And I think the
how do you work
the
that
price
out?
Because of how people are, the indiscriminateness of it now. Because when we were young, we were involved, so we knew man are just dropping out. Like, bro, it's not this. We're not imagining it.
But you think it could be reported more now as well?
No, because we knew we probably knew more about the ends them times than now. We knew all bad shit. Of course
you did. And you knew who was bad and who ain't bad.
We knew what was going on.
Now everyone's bad.
Now
and you can't tell who's bad.
Yeah.
Like I noticed that from a long time ago.
There was a ranking when man was.
We had I say that, but then I'm from Peckham where no one looks bad and everyone's terrible. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So,
but there was a bit of hierarchy.
There was something that about man.
Man could say, "Oh, my older cousin," and things would die down. Do you know what I mean?
My cousin,
oh, my big brother. Do you know who? What's the point?
No, that's fuel for them.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, what do you mean?
You're younger sons. All right.
Man's targeting you because you are.
Yeah.
And you know what? Like, I remember back in the day.
Instead of allowing
you could speak because I remember this vividly. Yeah, because you could speak to someone who's older from your bit, and then they could speak to someone older from their bit, and they could pass a message down, and it could all be over. I don't apply no more. Like you could tell a man to tell him something, and he's saying, "Yo, I can't control these kids." You know, like these men are.
I think that kind of link up, the elders that had that power, a lot of them deliberately relinquish that power, and I feel like that was like an evilness on their part.
No, because it's like a feed the wolves kind of thing.
Yeah, somebody
build on that. What do you mean?
Okay, because I got people that I know that were in these type of positions, very well respected and rare, and then maybe able to play two sides. Like you're respected over there and you're respected over there. Now you have the ability to create some kind of peace. Do you know what I mean? Some kind of like rare. And man's like, nah, man's not getting involved. And I've seen that multiple times. It's like almost I'm like, why wouldn't you try and squash it?
Bro, do you know what though?
You know what I mean?
I feel like I'm that same kind of person.
People like that.
Because I've been in that position before, where a man's been robbed from an area that I know. He's come to a certain other area and been robbed. And now this person wants me to get his stuff back from this said person, from this said area. I'm saying, bro, what was you doing on the area in the first place? I was doing a music video. I'm saying, alright, cool. Then the people from this area said, you should have let us know that he was coming to do a music video. Man wouldn't have done what we've done. But cool, now he's done what we've done and we've got his stuff.
We're not running it back.
And then this person saying, bruv, you should get it back from me. But I'm saying, bruv, me getting it back from them and giving it to you now it's taking money from them. So now what do I do? And you just
forget that taking money from them. No,
it is though.
It's principle though, man, isn't it? You got to get man's shit back, or what you
saying? It's not about if you their money. It weren't them. Listen, and this is where people are bad mind now. Okay, what Chinx? That's Chinx. That's your guy, yeah. You know Peter, yeah. Alright, you know what? Fuck it. Off the strength of respect for you, rare. The man's trying to do all kinds of things. Nah, mostly run it, rare. It's like,
but it depends on the friendship. It depends on the friendship as well. At the same
exactly.
Time.
At the same time. But people are like that. Now they run it back.
Do what's right though, because there's too much people who are. Because you see me. I don't take on people's problem, you know. Especially if you're in the wrong, you know. Do you get what I mean? Like if I'm out with you and something happen, I can't. You know what I mean? But too much people are scared to tell their brethren you're in the wrong, you know. You know this whole I'm with my boy, right or wrong. I don't do that, you know. I don't do that. Right and right is wrong to me. If you're wrong, I tell you you're wrong. I don't mean I'm gonna mash man up and tell you you're wrong. No, you're wrong. If you and him want to have a straightener, you can have a straightener, but in this process, you're in the wrong here. So you can't be wrong and strong. So either you be a man and you face it one-on-one.
I'm hardly ever in any scenarios like that because I pick my circle wise, and I've never really stood around troublemakers so I don't expect South or you to like do some wrong shit. So I know more time when I'm defending you, I know your heart's on the clean side. So it's goal time. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
It makes it easier as well.
It makes it easier because I know people got friends like, he's just like that, right, bro? You're gonna dead, he's gonna dead. And if you do some shit like that and I get embroiled, I can't have friends like that because I will. I will do you something. If you fuck up my shit just because you were like. So we've had friends that have done weird things. You get that warning, brother.
Keep it moving.
Or you're never out with man again, and you're done.
And it's like that.
Because people die like that, bro.
Yeah, liabilities are dangerous still.
You know the man that drinks?
Liabilities are dangerous.
Oh, you know what he's like when he drinks? Yeah, not round me, bro. Not round me, bro.
You see that whole sentence, you know, he's like, that's one thing I've bun out my life, you know. Don't tell me nothing about what your brethren's like, because you see around me, I got a certain etiquette, and I like the order around, man. So just because you're a madman, cool, be a madman. I ain't giving you a reason to be a madman around me. So just cool, innit? Because then I start
Once I see all of that,
I don't like that shit, man. I don't like
sorry to cut you. That just excuses bad behaviour.
Yeah, exactly.
And lack of change. You just don't want to change.
Lack of change.
I'm just
stuck in that old mindset.
I've always been like this. He's always been like that. He's always like that.
Allow him. It's just like that. No.
People tolerate a lot. Maybe they get stuff from that.
Yeah, you got to get rid of that.
The ticking time bomb liability type of guy. I can't. I'm not into that.
And you don't even. You might be even indirectly putting a battery in his back because he knows that he can fall back on one as well.
And a lot of them do. A lot of them do.
And then when it's all going on, he didn't lay a finger.
But
the man,
he's the worst.
You know what I'm talking about?
He's the worst. Instigated it.
The man them has handled business and
he can tell the whole story. You know,
kid, every little last bit of it. Yeah,
it happened to me. I remember my brethren buck up in a problem with some youths from his place. But obviously it's my brethren now, so we see them out and we moved to a couple of them. And then no, I wasn't even with them actually. Two of my brethren now, one's my brethren. No, they're both my brethren, innit? So one of my brethren caught up in problem, innit? Got moved to by these youths. my two of them now see one of them youths and move to them now. innit? So now me and the second one, whose initial problem it isn't, it's the other youths are out now.
Yeah, and
we see them, man.
yeah.
And there's a bag of them. And then me and the youth whose initial problem is we ain't even talking no more.
Yeah, that's
so
how it
now
is.
I'm out here
Fine, the next one's about to even chat to you.
and I can't even phone him, and I'm just like, oh my days.
It's crazy.
I'm going to my bridge.
But
Yo,
I said,
why did you help him? Now look at us.
But you know what though, yeah? At the end of the day, it's not about that. At the time, that was your boy, and you backed your boy, regardless of how things turn. Because at the end of the day, I can't. I agree with you, lot, to be cautious, but really and truly, you know, deep down, if that's your brethren, you're gonna try to defend. My thing is this: there's lots of ways to defend things, you know. And from day one, I'll be the one to tell my brethren, "What? Move, man, loud, that's dumb." Like, bro, don't worry, fall back, or say, no. I don't egg my brethren on to have madnesses.
Yeah, that don't make sense.
You get me?
How do you care about someone?
I
and
never
put them
really
at
do
risk
shit like that. I never really do shit like that. I usually not like the peacekeeper. I'm not the loud at you, but
There's another way.
I'm reasonable, cuz, and we try to do the right thing. That's how I've lived. I've always tried to keep a clean heart. I'm not really trying to overdo it, but people want to paint you out like that because being like that and having that reserve and that control makes you a certain type of individual, and that's threatening to certain people. Do you know what I mean? That's threatening to people. Do you know what I mean? But you know, man's got heart. I know, man. We all know demons on the road. I don't roll with them, bruv. I don't roll with them. They're not my brethren. I don't go to their yard. We might say, well, go on, boom, boom. You've always been cool. We might have been in jail, but I don't roll with you. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't.
Don't associate yourself with them.
Yeah, because if that's, you know, we all know, like. You just gotta love them bridges from far, innit? You got man them.
That's how one bridges. That's how one bridges like Mavericks. You know what I'm trying to say. Quirky, you know what I'm saying? Quirky. No, I didn't say that. That's what I said. That's what I said. I said quirky. Man's going LA and them to them meeting Naruto on them, man. You know what I mean? I want to meet Naruto.
Maverick and Kid Runner.
Facts. I'm on that. I'm on all that, bro. I feel like the older I'm getting, the more I'm just like. More expanding, you know what I mean? That was crazy, innit?
That was.
Sorry, bro. Sorry. I don't know the hand movements as well. But yeah, bro, look. Not even this.
Proper fishing, remember?
My brethren today had on Ugg slippers, bro. There'll be a stage where man be like, bro, you can't wear that.
Ugg slippers? What, did they have the fairy thing on it?
They had to think the back was all cut out, but I'm saying, bro, are they comfortable? He's like, yeah, they're comfortable, bro.
I've got slippers made by Ugg.
Same thing.
Flip flops.
No, but slippers are
flip-flops,
cool.
rubber,
When men are wearing the boots that the gal wear now, that's...
I know.
Man ain't doing that.
Man, them that have worn that, that's mad.
Man ain't doing that. No.
It's not drips.
No, I don't want to do pride matches.
I don't even like the look of Uggs on gal. Let alone, do you know what I mean?
Do you know what?
It's a bit chavvy.
I just don't even like
little
that.
cute foot gal, I don't mind the little Uggs and that little size 3, size 4.
Size limitation.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
You know that says, yo, there's work boots in this.
Looking like Tim's and Ferrari. Get out of here, man. Get out of here.
I don't mind the little cute little size 3s.
Size 3s,
yeah, they're nice. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. The older man's getting the more. Yeah, bro.
That's mental.
So, I mean, what is that maturity or just like your mindset? You're like, you know what? There's bare things that you maybe didn't consider because you was in a certain place.
I think it's a combination of both, bro.
Do you know what? Like, yeah, because maturity made me wear boat shoes one time. And
yeah, I'll never wear boat shoes. You can't.
That mature.
I don't know about that.
You got a boat? You got a boat, nigga?
I said, aye, Captain.
I have a boat shoes or moccasins. One of them.
There was a period in time where them boat shoe kind of things was floating about. I know them. I know the ones you talk about. They got the same. There was about
the blue one, the navy blue ones, isn't it? Yeah, I knew it.
Was it white with the white?
The little.
Yeah. Crocodile shoes. Crocodile shoes.
Everything get fucking out.
Trust me.
That was the Prado today.
Yeah.
Boat shoes.
The please get me in.
Facts.
Please get me in.
That's I'm not like them. I'm different.
I'm different.
Yeah.
Please get me in. Because you didn't want to wear church shoes with jeans.
Facts.
So they would have please get me in.
Them days. They don't even care about that no more, do they?
I don't know.
No trainers. Not in too many places.
When's the last time you've been in the club? Brother, couldn't tell you.
I definitely got more than them lot, but
12 chicks in a club though. That was an event.
It's event.
Not event like rave. You've gone there to rave.
I couldn't tell you, bro.
It's been a while, man.
Anywhere I go, it's either private. Yeah, but that's a private invite, and we know them.
what's that, like tasing
Do they
them?
do it do they do it in venues though, like clubs?
But that's
The
a
last
proper
one was in
rave
the
though, isn't it?
Wembley Stadium.
Yeah.
I would say
a
that's
proper
kind of
rave though. That's a rave.
No, but
I
our class of ravers, you don't know who's there, you don't know nothing about it. You stand up in a queue and you're paying to get in.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's it's not open to the public, them lots thing.
Yeah, it is, but
it's a ticketed event.
yeah,
kind of
bro.
thing.
I couldn't tell. Last time I've been to an event where I've had to stand somewhere, queue up,
Oh, that
then
kind
pay
of
to get
way.
in. They're gonna stay. No.
You know when you wait for your brethren, like
Yeah,
you
bro.
say, please can you move on?
You're watching the bouncer, see how he's moving. Stand up straight.
yeah.
2 girls in front of you. No.
I remember I went to one, man. I went to one and I was trying to do my mysterious thing, and they're like, yeah, boom, you got your ID. I was like, yeah, give me my ID and that. And it was like, and it was like, some big fucking 5K, some big 5K projection of man's whole fucking license. Like on the screen. You know, everyone's like this.
They put man's address on a 55-inch screen monitor.
Do you remember when they used to do that shit?
Peak,
What the fuck is this, cuz? Give me,
man's
and people
address.
trying to act like they didn't look.
I walk in the club. What up, Jedi? What up, Jedi and Phillips?
Man's got like a college photo on
Real
the
piece of shit, you know. real
Oh,
piece
so
of
it's
shit.
Jedediah, is it?
Alright, so you're not
That's a
Old South,
Jebediah
right?
story,
Your name's not South. I remember one time, cool, bouncer tried to violate me at the door, took my weed.
Before you move on, I noticed people from my culture put this word try before something actually happened to them.
No, do you know why I say try? It was the first ever time I used my Big Brother card. And I said, Jeds, the bouncer took my weed, and he went and got my weed back. I got my weed back, was the more of the story. Fuck you, bouncer. You hear me?
Hey.
I got my weed back.
Hey, fucking hell. You ever tried to get weed into a festival, bruv?
I was about to say that.
Fucking
you better hope the bouncers in Eastern Europeans they would take everything.
Brother.
I've seen the drug box at the end of a fucking festival.
Do you remember Fabrics?
bro.
Do you remember how they used to go on? The security in
Remember they
Fabrics.
said to everything, bro.
Their thing,
Take your shoe off, everything, bro.
Bro, it looked like the Royal Rumble roster. Yeah, the security, yeah.
The man wanted to take off your socks and
Yeah, and it'll be one man just on you. One man, bro.
Real talk.
Underneath your hat, everything, bro. Yeah, bro.
You probably get less searches in the airport, bro.
Yeah, bro. You get to the door.
And you know there was there, like, hey,
They had to take their socks off to go.
No, not me. I'm saying, I've seen it happen.
Definitely.
you get me?
Turn your pockets inside out. Pockets inside out. So you know, like the whole thing. Dope? No dope?
Yeah. I had a fight with a bouncer one time because he tried to put his hand in my back pocket.
Yeah.
You get me?
Give it a little squeeze.
Yeah.
Gave it a squeeze.
You're going too far.
Gave it a
You get
squeeze.
me?
Wow.
You're going too far. Yeah. And you always get them.
Your socks off and put your hand in your back pocket.
Yeah. No, not in the same place.
It was
But
the same
still,
place. It was.
they're wicked.
Yeah, bare fluffing his foot.
Wait,
on the sock.
you know what? If
I wonder why you don't hate white people.
You know what? I don't know if I'm wrong, yeah, but I swear they might have told you to open your mouth or something to check you ain't got. I swear, no.
I ain't been there still.
I swear they might have told you
sure it's the police?
to check that you ain't got.
Police station?
Bro, you know why? Fabrics is a big club, yeah, and it was notorious.
Oceanus was kind of like that.
No. It was notorious for shotting, innit, and whatever. And obviously they controlling the drugs there, innit?
There's nothing you could say to justify.
No, but that's what it is.
You take your socks
Let me
off.
take your sock off, bro.
Put his hand in your back pocket.
Yeah.
Tell you to open your mouth.
Bro, telling you.
There was heavy girls in there.
They might not
He swabbed his mouth.
They might not have told you to open your mouth, yeah, but I feel like they would have said, are you chewing anything? You got anything in your mouth? I swear down, because obviously to just hold the drugs in your mouth.
Bro, I remember when I went tag in West End and I couldn't get in because I had slits in my eyebrow. Bro.
Yeah, Tiger was
I couldn't believe it.
way.
I said, yeah, sorry mate, slits in your eyebrow, you can't get in there.
Slits in your eyebrow, you can't.
What does that mean?
You gotta respect that though.
What does that mean?
I respect that though. You gotta respect the creativity.
No, I don't.
Respect
I
the
want just
creativity.
Racist, bro.
I kid, cool. There was one. It was either New Year's or Christmas time. Yeah, me, him, yeah, big Don, big Sri Lankan Don, big Filipino Don, all walking to the queue of the club.
What kind of UN summit is this?
The bouncers looked at
What in the Benetton? What in the United Colours of
He was there.
This sounded like if Blue Borough.
It sounds like a bad joke.
If Blue Borough met Captain Planet, you know what I mean?
Sri Lankan man, a Jewish man.
I was going to ask him who was Sri Lankan. I was going to ask him who was Sri Lankan.
The fast bowler.
Slim's not Sri Lankan.
Oh, where we
Sorry,
but cool. Basically, everyone was wedged off.
Stop this, man.
Bro.
Nah, you was there, bro.
You was there.
More I'm on the bouncer's side.
Guess what
The more I tells the story, I'm on the bouncer's side.
They pointed their head out the queue and said, "You," pointing at me. Said, "You." Not to that. I said, "Wait, not him.
Right, snitch.
They said, "You." I didn't even join the queue.
They just selected him.
I even got to the queue. Man saying to me, "I told you to take off your hat." You know the little black beanie that. I told you to take off.
You know when man's rolling up and you look like take off the hat, bruv.
I hate all that shit though, man. Why should I have to fucking
It was childish, but we went through it. We went through it, and that's probably the reasons why, like. And you go in there and
why you're
shit.
racist?
I mean, you know what? Because it could be black bouncers too.
Yeah. But you know what I learned doing security? Where I done a little stint doing security and whatever, and I learned that they've got a thing. So man will tell you 2 6-foot black guys, and that's it. That's the limit. They will tell you Clapham High Street that's what they're on. They had a
height ratio and that.
The height ratio to. And I see, and I look.
You just had to go to that thing of if you are this high.
For like 6 months
straight. The vampire ride, you know.
For like 6 months straight, I wouldn't get to Akron, you
know.
For like 6 months straight, I couldn't get to Akron, bro.
I
had to go there in the day to chat to the owner. Be like, bro, look at my postcode. You know, I live across the road.
Come on, man.
What's going on there? He'd be like, oh, sorry, man. Next time you can get in.
Aquam, what's the one next to Aquam? Tropics.
Yeah. No, further down. Lotus. It's changed the name now to Soul Lounges.
Soul, yeah.
Yeah, man. These places, man.
You get me? Whole heap of criteria. When you're in the briefing before you go out on shift and that, you say, so Converses are allowed, but Air Forces.
They used to have one vodka bar there,
Revolutions across the road.
And the one in Junction as well.
Junction was
decent.
Junction was mad, yeah.
No, they didn't. I think they didn't let man in the High Street one, and then we ended up in Junction still. But the Junction one was fun as well.
Yeah.
I mean,
the common one, they paused me one time still.
Yeah.
But they were used to powering people still.
Oh my days, another
so you
goal.
wrote an email.
Yeah, I wrote an email.
No, we're mocking it.
Hey, what you calling it?
Why? What happened?
5-1 Arsenal.
They're mocking it.
Mum's
Men in shorts.
Sorry.
But see Aquam, yeah.
Don't do that.
Men in shorts is crazy.
Don't do that.
We've got you lot excited. It's cool.
What?
You watch
What
MMA?
did I miss?
Excuse me?
You watch MMA?
How do you know that?
I've been in your house.
And doing what?
Men in shorts and no top is crazy. Barefoot.
So what? You're watching MMA with man?
That's basically naked. Greased up as well. It's crazy.
I don't notice none of that. They could be wearing suits. I ain't noticed what they wear. I ain't noticed. You lot seen that? Man.
I don't even watch that.
Yeah. I don't have eyes.
That's why I don't even have eyes.
I don't have eyes, man.